welcome to Campaigns of the Plains. This is our murder mystery one-shot taking place in our Eberron world. Guys, we put on new episodes on Facebook every Friday. We have a couple different things on there like D&D, Monster of the Week, but we also have them in podcast form for your easy, not viewing pleasure. So make sure to go ahead and check us out at Campaigns of the Plains, anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, all of those. So let's get into our murder mystery. This is not our first trip into Eberron. Right now, our setting in Eberron is somewhat akin to the 1920s. Raging parties, industry leading the forefront, lots of interesting technology on the up and up. We come into a train platform, surrounded in mist. A train pulls up with a very dark purple carriage, and we see a warforge, or a couple of warforges step out onto the platform, and they blow their whistle and they say, "All aboard! All aboard! All aboard the Midnight Vale! Those with tickets, please step up." Alysia.
Oh no, you're making me go first?
Yep.
Oh god.
Why don't we go ahead and have you introduce your character?
I didn't even think of a voice. Okay, it's fine. I don't need a voice to introduce my character. Do I introduce your name?
Let's do an appearance and a name.
Okay. My character's name is Annabelle Aqua. Yeah. She is a tiefling. And she has more of a natural, like, I would say like a reddish brownish skin tone, and like darker horns that kind of curl like ram style horns, and they've got little gold ends tipped on them and some gold jewels, and she's got a lot of gold earring piercings. She's got like really dark brown hair in a short curly like bob, and she's wearing a really long elegant dress that has like it's black, but then the top of it's like a sheer panel that's full of beadwork, and then this area is all clear, just that panel with beading, and it's got like kind of draped capped sleeves, and she's got a lot of gold accents and jewelry, and I don't know, she doesn't have hooves because Josh doesn't believe tieflings can have hooves.
You can have hooves in Eberron, I don't care.
She has hooves, but they're hand hooves. Upper hooves.
But they got thumbs.
Yeah.
No hooves at all. You just ruined it.
Wait, what if his fingers have hooves at the end?
Have you ever seen fairy toes? Google fairy toes.
No.
Thanks.
And
Let's say search on.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like
Okay.
it's an anatomical thing. When horses are born, they don't their hooves would like tear up their mother, so they have like soft tendrils, so they don't tear up the mother as they're coming, like being birthed, and then they like fall off after like a day or so. But they're terrifying.
Cool. That's cool. Anyway, yeah.
So you step up to the twin automatons. They ask for any weapons or magical items that you may have on you, and they give you a thorough scan and a search, and they place any that you may be carrying in a trunk in a
This is
separate
not a
carriage.
D&D system. I was not given the option to choose magical items.
It's fine. It's flavor.
She's got a pipe of smoke monsters.
No. Anyway.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Nope, they confiscated that.
Yep.
She just has a regular ass, like one of those long
Stemmed
with this extension for the cigarette to help filter out the cancer. It doesn't work, guys.
Alright, so they punch your ticket, and you walk into the first carriage there on your left. And Paige, why don't you tell us about your character? Who steps on the platform next?
I have Barnabas Bolt. He is a furbolg, and he's an older gentleman. He's got kind of dark hair, A bit of a beard, facial hair going on. He's got a lot of different clothing on, like layers of like fabrics over top of each other. He's also got like some fur pieces.
Like pelts?
Yeah.
Is it his? No, the bones aren't actually furry. But...
No, he's got like grayish blue skin. He's like the fur blue skin. Yeah.
All right. Well, they give you the first down as well, and take any weapons or any magical items that you may have on you, and they punch your ticket and escort you into the car. Travis, your character's up next.
You see a halfling male show up, and he's wearing very elegant, bordering on flamboyant clothing. And you can see that he has very fine, smooth skin, and he is definitely wearing some sort of makeup and touch-up with kind of this purple eyeshadow going on, and his hair is very precisely kept in a very neat, short fashion. And you can tell that he's a man that really cares about his looks. And is his girlfriend there?
No, you are meeting her at the location.
Okay.
So.
And he steps up to the conductors, and he says, "Gilderoy Gale, here's my tickets, sir. I have no weapons except my dangerously good looks. And my sharp wit."
God.
But not that sharp tongue.
Oh my god, now I need to think of a fucking accent.
Matt Damon.
Sorry,
Matt Damon, if you want to.
Oh my god.
Also,
Thanks.
You want to come on our show?
Fly out to South Dakota?
Yeah.
Fly us out to California. We'll go.
Oh, that works.
But
oh yeah.
regardless, they're like, we still must search you. So they give you the pat down and.
Oh, please do. Do you work out?
They both look at each
I'm
other.
a goddamn robot.
And they pat you down, take anything that you may have off you that may be considered a weapon or magical, and they punch your ticket, escort you into the car. Matt, your character.
My character is a human male, probably 5'10", in his 40s. He has dark black hair that he has a small cap on with a 5 o'clock shadow. He has a black big trench coat on, and you can see when he because it's open, he has a nice-ish suit. It has some stains and stuff on it. But he has some nice pants that match the suit. Probably something that's been worn for a day or two. Definitely not super fancy. But he strolls up, and as he's being pat down, they would find a flask in his jacket pocket, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's don't open that." And then he just walk right past him. Pretty.
So strong, it'll make a robot.
Pretty.
Ooh.
Took a little drink alcohol.
So, they punch your ticket, escort you inside. Christian, your character is next.
So I am Terrance, a rather large Goliath.
Oh,
Fuck.
Built like a brick shit house, I guess.
but is he a daddy?
Maybe.
That's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
I don't fucking know what the kids are saying.
What I hear on TikTok.
Give us a
Yeah,
what
so
Terrance might be wearing.
so Terrance is wearing it's like a pinstripe suit.
I knew Christian would put him in a suit.
But not. You wouldn't think it's super fancy or expensive. It's probably enough to look kind of decent, but clearly
Like he got it
This
off the
is
clearance rack,
about the best he could get for the money.
or he wore it to a friend's wedding like
But
10
it
years
is
ago, and it still
obviously
fits.
custom tailored because his arms are like trains.
We can just ride him to the castle.
Hold on now, this isn't that kind of tabletop.
Are you sure it's called the dick system?
Oh, we make it a porn.
I'm just going.
I don't know. You tell me.
So yeah, he's a rather large character.
All right, so they both have to kind of look up at you, and they take your ticket and take any thing magical or might be considered.
I don't know
a
how
weapon.
this goes. You don't need to pat me down, but do what you gotta do.
They escort you in, and you have to
Yeah,
kind
my
of stoop
voice.
down to get into the carriage. The rest of you that are already in there see this like mammoth, and you like feel the car kind of rock towards him as he like steps underneath the door frame a little bit too. Eric, your character is up next.
My character is Esther Ember. She is a tiny creature. She is probably only like 4'8", this little petite thing, but she looks bigger. She strolls up and she has this giant black like fur coat on that's like this huge like bill, and she wraps around her, and you'll see that she's got giant sunglasses on and a black turban with a giant like pearl up there.
Yes.
And when you get close, you'll see that she's got gloves on to like cover her arms, but you'll see a little bit of like purple skin poking through because she's like pale purple because she is a drow. But yeah, walks up with her sunglasses and looks around, sees the conductors, pulls her glasses off. What do you want?
Oh, and they start. Oh, ma'am, we didn't know. We thought you were already. Oh, wait, wait a
An
second.
autograph, that's fine. Just get me some paper.
And they're like, "Oh, you're not Marilyn. We apologize."
Yep. And then she'll just try to push past them.
They'll stop you and make sure to pat you down and take any.
I'm going to tell my management, you cannot touch me like that.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is the rules that were put forth by your host. So
We'll make it quick.
they pat you down and send you on inside.
Where can I get a drink?
The drink carriage is right inside, ma'am. We'll be taking off shortly.
Okay.
So you are all now inside the main carriage here, and some of you recognize each other depending on circumstances. But whether or not you decide to discuss with each other anything, that is completely up to you.
I don't have any names of people I might know.
No, but depending on what some of your damning evidence may be, you may recognize each other later on.
Oh, sure.
So,
Sure.
also, you probably recognize the drow woman that walks in, as she has maybe not been as big of a star as your host for the evening, but she is still pretty popular in the mass form of entertainment media in Eberron right now, known as radio plays. So they're kind of the big hit. Everybody listens in. Everybody kind of has their own favorite stars. If you hear a big star, sometimes you see them in plays. If you can afford to go to such things, that kind of thing. So, but you all gather in the car, and you hear the conductors outside making final checks, and then whistling to the conductor as they step on board, and they step into a different carriage than yourselves. But you see as there is like a drink bar that you can help yourselves to. There are tiny tobacco sitting areas that you can, partake in a cigar. There's a couple of really expensive cigar boxes, as well as a number of expensive decanters full of spirits, ales, ciders, whatever. So it's a pretty fancy car. When you walk in, you see that there is this like crushed dark purple velvet on the walls, and curtains that kind of they allow you to see out. They're kind of parted to the sides a little bit, but you can Immediately when you walk in, smell that smell of old smoke kind of seeped in, and train oil and industry a little bit. Those kind of smokestacks for any kind of manufacturing plants that may be nearby as well. But most of this has that old 1920s opulence smell of rich leathers, crushed velvet, cigarettes, and cigars kind of melded in here. You feel the car lurch, and you hear a voice come over the intercom. It's one of the robotic gentlemen outside saying, train will arrive at the lodge shortly. It'll only be about a 20-minute journey, so please feel free to make yourselves at home, and we thank you for boarding the Midnight Veil. So, you guys have a few minutes if you would like to get acquainted with each other.
Franklin would probably immediately go over to one of the decanters and pour himself a drink. And not say a word to anybody.
I'm sitting in one of the smoking chairs. I every once in a while, I tap my cigarette, my long cigarette, to get the ashes off the end. But she never smokes it. She's just holding it. And while she's holding it, she's got a book kind of propped in her arm, and she's flipping through very casually, reading it. And it says, "Murder on the Midnight Veil." I wonder if this is true. She's reading her book, talking to herself, not talking to anybody else.
Esther's gonna go over to the bar and kind of barely reach up there, just hello, I need some service. I need a drink. And just like, where are those damn contraptions? I need a drink. I need a drink.
I believe it's a self-service bar.
She pretends to be all fancy, but she can't even afford proper help.
Can't even pour yourself your own drink?
I'm used to something a little nicer than this.
What's your poison?
I like a martini. Dirtier the better.
I will set my drink down, walk over, and start mixing you a drink.
Finally, some good help around here.
And I just glare daggers at you. Yeah.
She'll take the martini and swish half of it and turn around and then kind of go hide in the corner and just observe.
Anybody else?
Barnabas is going straight to the cigars.
All
He's
right.
going to touch every single one of them.
Just touch them, not touch them. Okay.
He's admiring them, touching them, and then he'll finally pick one out, but he's going to be like, yes. Touch them all.
Do you need a light, dear?
I would love one.
And I'll just... And my tip of my finger will light on fire.
Oh, thank you. He'll light it.
She'll just blow it out.
Oh,
Anytime.
where are you from?
Around. And you?
Same. What brings you here?
I don't know.
So, we'll get a little exposition here. So,
I woke up in front of the train. Suddenly, just... And I knew I needed to get on.
so
Usually
you all have been invited to Marilyn Marvel's ski lodge, her private ski resort up in the mountains of Eberron. You all are connected with Marilyn some way, somehow. At some point in time, you are in her circle of friends or frenemies or lovers or ex-lovers, however you want to say it. She's the biggest star, the biggest radio star in Eberron at the moment, regardless of what some others think. But she has maybe not gotten to that position through virtuous means. She is very cutthroat, very snake in the grass. But she puts on an outer appearance for fans and the adoring public anybody who will give her the time of day. And the general public seems to have a pretty good opinion of her, as certain people take care of the dirty side of things, and she reaps all of the benefits. So, she has invited you all for a magnificent weekend at her personal ski lodge, and she has made it a point that you appear, or there will be consequences.
Well, to answer your question, I think we're going skiing.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, what does one do at a ski lodge?
I guess I've never been skiing.
I don't quite care for the cold. But I do like nestling up at a warm fire. I do not like cold.
So, Barnabas, you take a look over at Gilderoy, Travis's character. He's the newest arm candy for Maryland, but that doesn't mean that he's not exactly out of your reach either. So he's pretty young, being one of the youngest up-and-coming models in the business, but not the first arm candy for Maryland either. So
Wait, who's the arm candy?
Gilderoy.
Okay.
is.
King Candy?
King Candy.
And Gilderoy, he's looking over at this latecomer. He thinks he recognizes her from somewhere.
The drow.
Yes.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Yep. Gilderoy, you do recognize Esther. She has always been kind of a hanger-on in the circle that Maryland kind of frequents. She's always there, and Maryland gives her the time of day, nicely, out in public anyway. But she's always spoke dirty about her at home. So do with that what you will.
Okay.
If anybody else has any other
I
questions
learned a
about
phrase for this today. What did Paige tell me what it meant? What we heard it on the radio. What is it called?
Frenemies?
No, the TikTok term. I'm talking
Oh,
about
pick me, girl.
a pick-me girl.
Oh, yes. Pick me. Yeah, pick me girl. Yeah.
So during this this trip up to the mountains, you guys can ask about certain characters and how maybe they would view each other. So ask away if you have any questions.
Well, over the top of my book, I'll kind of like look and glance at Mr. Arm Candy over here and praise him.
So he is the newest arm candy for Maryland. Not the first. She's gone through tons. This one she's flaunted a little bit more, especially in front of you. She has had this particular piece of arm candy for longer than the other ones, so you're not sure. Maybe this is actually serious, and that might not sit well with you.
Being as I am not romantically involved with her at all, do I recognize all of the different past and present arm candies?
Yeah. Yep. But the only one that's here is Gilderoy.
him. Okay. I didn't know if any of the others were also
No.
I was
ex
gonna ask the
flames.
same question about arm candies. So he's the only one that's here.
He's the only one that's here right now.
I notice her gaze and I say, usually people have to pay to look at me, toots.
Well, usually people pay me to help them look good. I could make that mole go away.
So you immediately recognize her now that she says that. She is one of the head transfigurists in the celebrity circle. That maybe they'll get touch-ups. A lot of them will go to a surgeon for like plastic surgery, but a lot of them will also go to a transfigurist who will actually like magically shape the body. So you immediately recognize Annabelle as one of those like leading ones, but then all of a sudden you recognize that this is a little piece of information that only a couple of you are aware of. Actually, the two of you. Actually, no. You as well, Terrance, would recognize Annabelle. She's kind of this hanger on in personal spaces of Maryland. You had to shoo her off the property a couple of times. And it's gotten kind of awkward a few times for you to kind of catch her. You've done it enough times that you know her by face now, and you're actually kind of surprised that she's on this train, but she has a ticket, so Maryland must approve it as some way. But you two actually recognize her. Same thing, and Maryland has spoken of this figure from her past that just kind of, she kind of keeps around, and they were friends a long time ago, and yeah, you get the sense that there's maybe a little bit more to that story, but you can't quite figure it out.
He'll retort, "Beauty marks are in this season, Toots."
So are scales. Underwater shoots are becoming very popular. And nothing is permanent in my world.
Well, I certainly know who to ask if I ever need your services.
First time's free.
How they get you hooked.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody
And then I
else?
have like a coupon, and you get punches, and then at the 10th punch, you get a 10% discount.
Well, that's very wise. You're a very good businesswoman.
Is anybody else asking about anybody else?
Yeah, Gilderoy, right?
Well, that's the name.
You have a great voice.
Well, thank you. I don't hear that very often, but my mother always said so.
For silent films.
For a print model.
Have you ever thought about working with Marilyn and I for the radio?
Oh, well, I've always been open to the idea, but Madeline, she just doesn't seem like I'm really ready for it yet, but I'm hoping that one of these days I'll get a chance.
Oh, you're going,
You know what? Don't worry about it.
I mean, well, you're talking to the right person here. I can get you the job.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this a networking trip?
I guess.
It's a good thing.
Well, maybe you and I should find a private room when we get to the mansion and talk business.
Perfect. That's great.
I'm gonna fuck by the end of this episode.
We're not gonna solve any murders. We're just gonna fuck.
That's what the big system's for.
All right.
Okay.
It's a Patreon exclusive episode.
Yeah. I'll let anybody else.
Yeah.
Terrance, are you trying to recognize anybody else?
Well, I guess I'm not necessarily getting involved, but I'm just kind of
That's fine. Even if you want to like.
looking, kind of keeping an eye on everyone and seeing
Is
if
there anybody in
who I
particular
do-
you want to like?
remember. Obviously, Annabelle, I do recall a few encounters.
Yep.
Anyone else that I remember as like frequent?
That you had to personally deal with, or
That I met. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's start
for your
there.
job.
Yeah.
Annabelle's definitely the one that you've seen the most for that particular
Mhm.
job. Besides that, I would say that Barnabas, Gilderoy, and Franklin are all business partners of Maryland for the
Right.
most part. So they do a lot of like work with Maryland. So you haven't really had to deal with them per se.
Do I know? Or do I know of any of them that have like maybe more special privileges?
with Marilyn.
Yeah, compared to the others.
Gilderoy. I mean,
Okay.
he's arm candy right now, so he is allowed a little bit closer to Marilyn than any of the other people are. So, or like I said, the purposes of being arm candy out in public for the most part. So, besides that, Esther here is a coworker of Marilyn's, and you know that they will do things together for like public shoots, PR and stuff like that. But Marilyn does it kind of like begrudgingly.
Kind of like we're co-stars, but that's
it.
about how far that goes.
Mm-hmm. But when they're together, she'll definitely be like, "Oh, Esther, how are you?" But as soon as you leave your shot, she's like,
All right.
Do Esther and I know each other?
You would, because she is also a star of quite a few of your shows. So this is actually one of the radio managers. Barnabas is. So he manages the EBRN radio station.
Would we know each other? Would I have done any work for her?
You would have.
Okay.
Yep. You recognize Esther because maybe some of that is actually your work. So, but yes, Barnabas is one of the big shots of the radio network. So Esther and Barnabas would definitely know each other, but Esther is kind of beyond that age where you would care. You just kind of sign her to shows when she can.
It's like Vegas. She does the Vegas shows.
Camera.
So, anybody else kind of looking for a feel of any other characters?
Who he? Do I recognize him?
Yeah, I mean, everybody would kind of recognize Franklin. He is Maryland's talent agent.
Okay.
Has always been, always probably will be. He runs pretty ragged for Maryland, so seems like he does quite a bit of work getting her shows and making sure she makes certain pressers and basically doing anything and everything for Maryland. So
I'll just take my cigarette and push it out, and then put a new cigarette in and light it, and then continue holding it and not smoking.
I mean, it's not your cigarettes that you're burning, so who cares? These are all free. So, you guys start to feel the terrain start to incline a little bit more as you start to climb into the mountains nearby. You start to see the snow is kind of drifting down now as you get closer to the mountaintops. There's quite a bit of snow out here already, so the train kind of slips in a few places. You kind of feel it kind of chug a couple times. There must be some ice on the tracks that is catching. So the train ride back may be interesting, and you kind of have to like grip the seats that you're in or grip whatever you're standing by a couple times to make sure that you don't like get jerked off your feet. So.
Okay, so as one of we jerked off our feet.
Also, this is the dick system. There's a lot of jerking.
And a lot of.
Who doesn't like a good jerkin?
Yeah.
Hey, since you're the head of the dick system, instead of GM, do we call you the tip?
Yep. That's right. Okay.
He's still the DM. He's just the dick manager.
The dick
Yeah.
Yep.
Dick master.
Dick master.
Yes, master.
So you guys all kind of schmooze a little bit, partake of any spirits and cigars, cigarettes, as you will. Eventually you see this building, this magnificent like oaken mansion built out of like these giant timber logs, kind of forming a V shape at the front of the lodge, giant windows. these brilliant lights, magical lights that seem to keep the entire thing lit on the inside. But even from this distance, you can see that there is a giant hearth room with a fire burning already. So it is actually getting a little chilly in the cabinets since it is not temperature controlled so much. So those of you with fur coats kind of bundle up a little bit more, and kind of starts to get a little chilly, and then all of a sudden you come up to the the platform here is kind of covered in snow, and one of the Warforged come in and say, "We'll have the dock cleared shortly. Please wait just a moment, and then we'll have path cleared to you to the cabin. Your host awaits inside." So you see as the other twin is already out there plowing the way with a giant showstopper.
This is just all really
He's plowing away at the.
Plowing away.
Oh, I see Marilyn's getting
Getting it in.
already.
Yeah.
First round in.
Sorry, I'm bigger than you are, Candy.
He can't compete.
So they clear the path, and they welcome you to the lodge. It's just a short walk up a couple of flights of stone steps, and
Hope everybody remembered to check the coat.
you guys actually catch quite a bit of snow. Is it now that like brief 10 minutes or so that it took them to clear the path, the snow is starting to fall super heavy now. So there's a couple of like ghostly little blue lights that light there magically up towards the cabin itself. So you guys all approach the cabin and shake off the snow once you get inside. I've sent you the picture of the cabin there, so get familiar with it there. As soon as you walk in, your host bursts through the double doors of the study room from beyond, and she is in this very magnificent black gown. She is a high elf with this like platinum blonde hair braided and pulled back, and she has this very beautiful silver circlet circling her brow with these very beautiful inlaid blue gems and gemstones. And she has a little bit of like a fur, like giant fur, what are they called? Shawl.
Shawls.
Yep, and you can tell just by the look of it that it's not fake, and it's probably some kind of endangered creature that she has.
Snowy owlbear.
Yeah, it might. There we go, snowy owlbear. Just draped over baby snowy owlbear.
Baby.
Draped over her.
Aren't you far?
She is not a nice lady. And she goes, "Wonderful for you all to make it. I hope the ride was pleasant."
Makes sense. 'Cause you're
Exquisite as always, my dear.
Ah, Gilderoy, come to my side, please. We shall walk
Gilderoy,
together.
come.
Yes,
God damn
it.
Yes, dear.
This dick system's so hard.
Get a room.
Yeah.
And you see Gilderoy scamper off and like...
You gotta ease into it.
Yeah. Scamper off and like she joins him at the arm and she says, "Welcome everyone, welcome. Was the ride pleasant?" Yes. Yeah.
Swing blade over here.
Well, shall we away to the study and get warmed up? We shall. I hope you all had time to introduce yourselves, but dinner will be served shortly.
I think we all forgot to exchange names. Every time. Every single time we do this, we forget to tell each other our names.
You know my name.
I think we kind of all know each other, though, so that...
A little bit. Not all of you know everybody, but...
I didn't write anybody's names down. Oh, God.
Yes.
Who am I?
Well,
Who am I?
Abigail.
no, Annabelle.
Annabelle. Dang it. So close.
Right.
Abigail, Annabelle.
Who are you?
Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Frank.
Franklin.
Franklin.
Hey, Frankie!
Yo, Frankie.
Gilderoy.
Gilderoy.
Terrance
Oh,
and
yeah.
Esther. And she will welcome you all.
Okay, wait, who's Franklin? You? Yeah.
Right.
And then Gilderoy is Travis.
Yep.
Terrance is
Christian. And Eric is Esther. I didn't plan that. But
Double E. She
Yep.
has the same initials as I do.
Listen, I just realized after Eric introduced his character that you gave us all like alliteration names.
I did, and I don't know if you noticed your last names.
Terrance.
Aqua.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're all.
What?
Mine's full aqua.
What's your other?
Terran.
I don't get it.
They're all elements.
There it is.
Okay,
Sure, I'll say.
thank you.
Ember.
Amber.
Gilderoy Gale.
Frost.
Oh, like Clue. They all have like colored names, and you.
Oh.
Like the colors of paint.
Yeah, like Colonel Mustard.
Yeah.
Professor Plum.
Yeah, like
Plum.
like colored fruits or
Yes.
vegetables, whatever,
Yeah.
edibles, colored edibles. Oh my god.
I mean, credit to him, he didn't use like dick puns.
That's true.
I could have been
Damn it.
Gilderoy Peen.
Listen, I made fun of him for calling it the dick system. He's like, no, but like they used to call Detective Private Dick. And
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone's gonna make it a penis joke, Josh.
Didn't even have to try.
Nope.
He
Anyway.
was engorged.
Gilderoy Gorge.
Annabelle Chode.
Alliteration.
Charlie Chode.
Charlie Chode.
Oh boy.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Already. Okay.
On the next murder mystery.
So,
We
the
haven't
Midnight
died yet.
Veil has derailed.
Yes.
We are all dead.
You're all
We're
dead.
not even on the Midnight Veil.
Yeah.
Don't worry, but this is
It
not that murder mystery.
Derailed into the house.
Would you say we plowed into
What's that?
it?
Barnabas barbed.
Barnabas Barbo.
Barb. No, no.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh.
We
I
plugged
would
the
assume
lodge. Yeah.
Furbog would have a barbed penis.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh,
Is there
okay.
a
Put in the
cat?
comments if you think that
Well,
Furbolgs
maybe
have
they're
barbed
dog-
penises.
they're bulls. They
Maybe
have big
dog.
old balls.
What about, I mean, Goliaths might have, you know,
Dumbbells.
yeah, like, in proportion to their size.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Goliath.
Yeah.
So,
Great murder mystery so
So far.
far.
Fucking
Marilyn,
Yeah.
kind of, you see her like tug at Gilderoy more so than lead him, or even walk arm in arm with him. She just kind of like drags him along where she will. And she is a very, even if you, whatever opinion you have of her, she is a very beautiful high elf, and she kind of glides along the floor very gracefully in her long, bejeweled black dress. So you kind of have to snap yourself out of it for a moment and admiring her and remind yourselves of exactly who she is that you know. So, she takes you into the study and says, I hope everyone got a chance to meet everyone. I've invited you all, particularly close friends, to my new ski lodge here to enjoy a weekend in my company. Dinner will be served shortly. Our chef is just putting on the finishing touches to our meal.
Josh, you know what I'm about to say.
Well, I'm so fucking hyped.
I'm so hyped. There will be more dick jokes. Anyway, but they'll be ruthless if he's not here.
You don't know.
No.
He might be stuck in Humblewood. Who knows?
Oh, shit.
We did leave him there. We did leave him there.
But anyway, she gives you a tour of the ski lodge. It looks like she has made her home here for probably the winter, so she's had a lot of personal effects, yours as well, Gilderoy, moved here in preparation for the winter months. She shows you to the village room. She also shows you the theater where she has seats kind of played out, kind of face towards this giant radio. It is one of those really large, wooden, well-crafted ones with brass knobs and kind of electric tubes with filaments that seem to light up and glow and hum. Because it is still on, and there is this slight tune being played over your network, Barnabas. You listen to the tune and think, okay, at least somebody's doing their job, even though I'm not there. Somebody's playing the winter balls and blitz songs, Yuletide carols, that kind of thing.
Balls.
You get a look every time.
She takes you past the hearth room where there's a number of chairs surrounding a giant fire in the middle of the room. The chairs with built-in or side tables where there are a number of cigars, cigarettes, holders for drinks and whatnot. Then she takes you past the parlor, where there are a number of discussion tables that seem to be open. There's a poker table as well, but just small tables where conversation can be made. You see that there are a number of half-finished cups of probably coffee or tea on the table, as well as small china, and she looks pretty perturbed by this, and she will go, Franklin, would you take that to the kitchen, please?
Sure. And I will begrudgingly grab it, and I know exactly where the kitchen is, so I will walk directly to the kitchen and away from the group.
And she goes, I tell you, it's hard to find good help. And then she'll kind of leave you to go to the kitchen. But she takes everybody else through the green room, or the greenhouse, and you see she takes loving care in saying, these are, and she looks at you, Annabelle, and she goes, these are the plants that Gilderoy and I grew. They are our babies.
I think that there's some rot in some of the roots on these ones.
Oh, well, guess that rot will have to be removed then. Pooh.
Quite right you are, dear. And Gilderoy's gonna just grab the pot and run it over into a corner and hide it.
And she kind of smiles and nods, and then she takes you all to the dining room / kitchen area, where you can see Franklin has kind of returned. Franklin, you got to see a very large lizard folk in the kitchen, kind of cooking up and humming to himself and kind of bouncing up and down as he's stirring a bunch of stews. Everything in here smells really good, but of course, Marilyn wouldn't spare any expense on any dinner whatsoever, even though she doesn't really eat anything anyway, but she has to show that opulence off. So, and he kind of turns around with a start and is like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?"
Fine. And he'll just set the plates down and say, "Smells good. What are we having?"
Making some gumbo, and I got some fresh rolls, and I've got a stew on the pot, and for dessert we're gonna have caramel rolls.
Sounds pretty good. I look forward to it. And he'll sniff the gumbo and just, yeah, maybe, nah, you're good. And he'll just make his way out.
How dare you give advice to our boy?
He's been doing this for a long time, and he probably made her food before she had a chef.
So, She takes you all into the dining area where there is a large table, a couple tables splayed out, and they are already set with really fine dinnerware, and she sees you come out, Franklin, and she says, "Oh, is the chef almost finished?"
It'll be ready soon.
Very good. So why don't we all have a seat and wait to be served? And she kind of like yanks Gilderoy over next to her to sit next to her and kind of dotes on him. But like when she does, she's looking at Annabelle.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
As Alysia or as Annabelle?
No, she's looking at her book.
Oh.
Like, this whole time, she's been flipping through her book, and she literally just, like... That was me also, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dual role play.
Dual roleplay. And listen, I'm learning this character you gave me, 10
You almost played that off.
Yeah.
And then you just threw yourself right under the
I like to throw myself under buses again.
So, she kind of points you to seats that she thinks are befitting to where you should be. Franklin, you get to sit on the end.
Hey, the end seats are like...
You can sit by Terrance.
Cool.
Frankenberry.
And she goes, "Oh, Esther, you can actually change seats with Terrance."
Non-character. They're just so catty, and I love it.
So yeah, you get seated down, and you're about to like sit down, and then all of a sudden you're like, fine, and you move down a couple seats.
A little drafty over there anyway. She'll just pull her fur coat a little closer.
And she'll look at you, Barnabas, and she'll go, "Why don't you sit up here next to us as well?"
Of course.
Yes. And she kind of sits down herself finally once everybody's seated, and she'll go, what great guests we have. This will be a fun weekend. I can already tell."
What are your plans?
Well, I mean, once the snow decides to stop, we can go out snow trekking. Snowshoeing is, I believe, what the locals call it. Terrance, I'll expect you to carry me.
Of course.
Very good. The rest of you can walk, and I'll just enjoy.
God forbid you actually use your legs.
What was that, Franklin?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
Where did you get that fur?
Oh, the owlbear, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes. One of the trappers up here, they said that I couldn't buy this property because they were going to turn it into some kind of reservation for the endangered snow owl baby bears or something or another. But I had the hunters come up and kill them all and make furs out of them.
Good idea. Good use of the land.
I know, and look how fluffy it is.
I love it. I'm not going to touch it now.
Are you surprised, Terrance? You were probably there when this all happened.
Well, I'm not the one who planned it.
No, but I'm sure you stood right by her the entire time.
Well, of course I wouldn't have men on my property with weapons without Terrance there to supervise them.
Exactly.
Why would you when he's the only weapon you need?
Exactly.
Not in agreement. Yes, that's true. I am a weapon.
Esther, my dear, how has that new show been going? You know, the one that I declined.
Oh, it's going very well. It's one of the most popular on there. Everyone's raving about it.
Is this true, Barnabas?
Well, not exactly.
Well, what have you read?
No, I just know the ratings.
Oh, well, the critics all love it.
Isn't that one that you said was going to be canceled soon?
Well, possibly. Not by me,
It's a shame, dear.
I'm sure it's not. Everyone loves it.
I'm sure.
My neighbor, it's their favorite, they said.
Maya Mongolia came in to get her lips touched up a few weeks ago and discussed this show with me. She said she quite enjoyed it.
She's a very smart person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she's up and coming herself, so I can connect you if you're interested.
I'm always looking for a protege.
I'll give her your name.
She looks at you, Franklin, and she says, "Take note of these names. Maybe we'll see them at future parties. Or maybe they won't."
Already noted.
Okay. I just remove my cigarette now that it's almost burnt down and put it out in the ashtray that magically appeared next to me.
Mhm.
And then I put another one in. And like, not smoking.
And Gilderoy, how was the show, dear?
Oh, it's going great. And I think, Annabelle on the train, she proposed.
You know what? That's great, dear. How about we save it for later?
Oh, okay.
Where is that chef? And she produces a tiny bell and rings it, and you see as King comes out with a rolling cart full of very beautifully handcrafted metal polished silver pans, and he has cloches on top of mostly everything. He rolls the cart expecting to serve the first person, and then he fearfully looks over at Marilyn and rolls the cart immediately over to her and begins serving her, and starts with soup for this round. So little soup and little hard rolls to go with your, it looks to be some kind of gamey meat, maybe beef or chicken.
Probably owlbear.
And
Yeah, baby owlbear.
A number of hearty vegetables, onions, tomatoes, some kind of stew. And he says, "Oh, main course will be out right away, ma'am." And she's like, "Good, dear." And he immediately goes back in the kitchen after serving everybody soup, and you guys kind of get started, and you do.
Oh, no, just water for me. I'm fasting for a shoot on Monday.
Oh, okay. And
It's Friday.
I know.
he has to watch his weight, otherwise he packs on the pounds.
I could.
The life of a model is a very strenuous one.
I actually do know a guy who could help just melt those pounds away.
Yes, you hear that, dear? Sounds like you need to melt those pounds away.
Maybe we talk later.
So, you guys eat your soup, of course, and then next, you start chewing on a little gamey. Yeah, this is probably owlbear.
Are you dipping your spoon into an empty bowl and eating it?
It's just ice water
chips.
soup.
Yeah, ice chips, yeah.
Yeah, just spooning it out of the little goblet, just water.
Next.
Smelling costs 0 calories.
Oh, I'm getting a bouquet right now.
Next, King rolls out the main course, giant serving of gumbo. So
More owlbear.
what's that?
More owlbear.
Might be owlbear sausage. Who knows? But yeah, you guys get through the main course, and the entire time you guys are eating, you see that Marilyn is pretending to maybe take a bite every once in a while. Definitely doesn't clear any of her plates by any means. But you get through the main course, and you are then served caramel rolls and a side of coffee or tea, whatever your preferred choice be. You see, as Marilyn glances around for those who partake of the caramel roll, and kind of like, especially Esther, if you do eat any of the rolls, she'll look at you and be like.
She'll probably just cut it and like push it around a little bit.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'm eating that shit.
Same girl.
So,
I've been eating Gilderoy's.
Yeah, because they're giving you like regular human-sized portions, probably, and so you can just, I'll take yours.
and then as soon as Eats Like King like serves this and like goes back into the kitchen, Terrance, Marilyn will look at you and say, "I want him off the property right away, like now."
Of course. I'll
Very
get up and go to the kitchen.
What about the rest of the weekend? Who's gonna feed us?
Oh, don't worry, we'll have a new chef up here tomorrow.
I've read reviews of Mr. Is it Like King eats first, Like King second? I'm not quite sure. Or is it one whole phrase? Either way, I've read articles about him. He's a world-renowned chef.
He is, and tomorrow we'll have another world-renowned chef here.
There are none better than Eats Like King. He worked for the likes of Lady Caldwell herself.
I have heard such rumors, but like I said, I am not one to stagnate on what Mr. Eats Like King may make. I can't risk him repeating a dish.
I mean, that's true. It would be awful to have gumbo 2 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That it would.
And I could not stomach another sample of soup again.
Exactly. You now see, Terrance, you know that in the kitchen itself there is a side door for the help. And you know, you come in there and Eats Like King's like, "Oh, did you need some more?"
Actually, I wouldn't mind some more, but I'm here to help escort you on your way.
Oh, on my way? What do you mean?
Don't tell that sweet boy to leave.
Don't make these conflicts.
I don't care if he's at the scene of every murder. He is a sweet, innocent boy.
It's all him.
He's the mastermind.
How do we know he's not an accomplice?
He's worked for all of these great, famous people, and they keep dying.
How do we know he's not in on it?
Must be in the gumbo.
Yeah.
My understanding is you were only hired for the one night.
Oh, that's not what I was hired for. Did I offend her? Did I do something wrong?
No. You've certainly not offended her at all. It's unique one-time taste.
Oh, okay.
She wants to sample others as well. It's nothing against you,
Oh,
I'm sure.
okay. Do I just leave?
Well, I will. If you will follow me, I will show you the way.
Oh, okay. And he like grabs his knife set up and places it back into his leather chef's apron, and he like hangs his head a little bit and like starts walking out. He grabs the big heavy like fur coat that he had and like slings it across his shoulders and follows you to the side door. Those of you in the dining room can see the side door, and you see Terrance being like, "You gotta leave," and Eats Like King like dejectedly like walking towards the train.
Could have at least been nice.
Did you say that out loud?
No, in my head.
Oh, okay.
As he like gets like right behind me, like I'll just tell him like, "Don't worry, I'll make sure the rest of your food is eaten."
Pardon me.
That's the most important part. Don't let it go waste.
Certainly not.
Okay. And he like still hangs his head and drags himself through the snow. That's very like now that you've like been here for a while, the snow is starting to like come up to like the windows. It is coming down awfully hard. But you go back in and join everybody in the dining room, and pull yourself up to the seat. Everybody's still either eating more of the caramel rolls or pushing things around on their plates as you take another serving, I'm sure. Pour yourself another cup of tea or yeah, exactly.
Wait, are there more of those rolls?
Just grab the fucking pot.
A few minutes of more of unpleasant conversation kind of starts to come to a boil as she starts kind of nitpicking at everybody, and she's kind of like picking at her dress, and she looks bored of the whole situation, and she is just like picking every one of you apart, and she seems to be getting bored. She's sighing, and she says, well, I thought this would be a fun weekend, but I just don't know. It's at this moment that the lights cut out. The only source is a partial moon outside reflecting off of the snow, and even then it is pitch black in here. And she goes, you can hear Marilyn's voice, and she goes, damn it, find some kind of light source. I think there's some of those magic rods, sun rods in the hearth. Somebody go get them. Fine, I'll do it myself. And you hear as she shuffles off, and everybody's kind of like trying to feel around, so there's quite a bit of noise. Everything's like darker than dark in here. You're all kind of trying to feel around. People are bumping into each other.
I'm like a wizard on my paper, so can I do wizard spells even though we're not playing D&D?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
What are you planning on?
Well, because, like, I'm sure I know, like, a light cantrip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she'll be like, well, let me see if I can find my book in this darkness, because I need the book to cast the magic.
You fumble around for your book. It's not there.
Heck.
Can I snap my fingers and do like a firebolt or a light cantrip of some
You
sort?
do, and you hear that whooshing, and like some of you feel the fire like go by you, and
Could you please watch where you're sending spells?
it doesn't send any kind of light out. For those of you that are casters, you might expect this is some kind of magical darkness.
What is this?
Smells like magic is what it is. I can't see to read the spell. I know how to get rid of it, but I can't see to read my book.
Suddenly there is this magical whoosh in the room.
Oh.
And you feel all of your bodies like get yanked in directions unknown as you can't tell which direction
fun.
you are. All of you are out of earshot of each other now. For the most part. Nope.
Fuck.
Magical darkness everywhere. Suddenly there is a blood-curdling scream.
Hello? Where did everybody go?
Suddenly
What
you
was that?
hear these metal shutters shut down on the windows. And an alarm starts to sound. And you hear an automated voice come online and say, please, stay where you are.
Okay.
Any magic shall be dispersed shortly. When it is, please make your way to the study. And within a couple of seconds, there is light where you are again. And you make your way to the study. Everyone does. There is this very odd-looking warforge suddenly in the middle of the study. And he says, "Hello, everyone. I am the host."
Where's Marilyn?
You are all being detained because the owner's vital signs read 0.
That cannot possibly be.
What do you mean? Did she pass out? No, that would make sense.
What do you mean, her vital signs? I don't know this Dr. Gibbly-Goop.
And
Or did she get kidnapped?
no, Marilyn is still on the property.
Where?
Her heartbeat is non-existent.
What is it?
And you see these tiny little robots roll in this very lifeless corpse of Marilyn with a couple of stab wounds, like, in her body, like,
Front, back.
all over. She has been stabbed multiple times.
Is it like, Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave somebody 40 whacks? Is it like really tons of
Yeah,
stabbies?
it looks like somebody very angry at her went to town.
I think I'm going to be sick. Oh no. Oh. I'm gonna look.
This
Oh,
property
dear.
is now on lockdown until the killer can be identified.
Who else is here?
Just the 6 of you.
Oh. Is there a trash can? There's a lot of blood.
And, like, the host points to, like, this tiny, like, one of those little, like, brass buckets that you would put, like, a champagne on ice in.
That'll work. Just in case. I just hold my hand in it. Just keep talking. It's fine. I'm still holding my cigarette. I've not lost it.
And the host says, "Unfortunately, due to cuts to my primary sources of being able to move around the mansion at my will, I must rely on the rest of you to find the killer. Otherwise, you will all be trapped here. I have sent for authorities, but the weather is persisting, and they will not be here for 3 days."
So you expect us to stay trapped in this house with a murderer for 3 days, and also look for that murderer, which could result in us being murdered?
It is possible.
Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd!
Oh my god. You were waiting the entire time to say that.
Can't you just, lock us all in separate rooms until somebody gets here to deal with us? Like
I
an
only
authority
have
figure?
one non-magical detention cell.
Okay.
Why do you think you're in danger? If anything, the killer just wanted to get rid of her.
Well, I mean, that you can't know that. I mean, there are people out there that are just psychopaths and they just want to kill.
Very possible.
But we're all potential witnesses.
But there was like a weird darkness. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, but we know it was one of us.
Well,
Do we know it was one of us?
Well, if
unless
the,
we find some random person hiding in the ceiling and crawling around like some kind of demonic entity that I
There
don't
are
know.
no other entities on the property.
if the robot is correct, then we're all alone here.
Wasn't there 2 robots?
Those were on the train.
This is, I think, a different robot.
Different.
This one's got a.
This one is actually, you can see, like, he doesn't have any legs. He's actually attached to the ceiling itself by, like, a long claw arm. And you see on the ceiling where there might have been a track at one point in time for him to move along, but it has been removed. So he is stuck in this room.
Well,
If you can identify for certain somebody that I can restrain, I may be able to lift the lockdown. But since our justice system requires evidence, you must procure evidence against said person, and you must agree upon said person, whereas you will be called to jury to witness and testify once official forces have arrived.
Okay, what do we need to do?
Find the murder weapon.
That's good. Well, where was the body? She's like very uncomfortable with the blood. Where was that? Where was she found?
The body was found in the hearth room. But there were markings to indicate that the body did not start there.
So
Well,
maybe we should split up and try and find some more clues.
last I remember, we were all in the dining hall. So that is not where I ended up.
Where did you end up?
I don't know. The DM didn't tell me.
So we'll say you, Annabelle, had actually come from the billiards room. Barnabas, you actually... Barnabas, you had actually ended up in the parlor room. And we shall say that Gilderoy came from the direction of the greenhouse. We shall say Franklin had actually been here in study all the time.
I was getting a drink.
And then Terrance, you had actually been the only one that had stayed in the dining room. Esther, somehow you had managed to wind up in the theater. So, whether or not you share that information, you all did come from different directions to the study.
Well, I was already in the study, so I didn't see anyone coming from the hearth room. At least.
I was in the game room with the billiard ball, with the billiard table.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know how, though.
Yeah.
That, like, really confusing.
You know the thing that you can do with your hands and with a book and whatnot? It's that.
Well, I understand that it was magic. I just don't know what caused it.
Perhaps whomever managed to kill our sweet dear friend managed to, teleport you someplace.
Well, you too, if you were in the study, because we were all in the dining room.
Yeah, how did you get way over there?
I
Just like across the whole property.
literally no idea. That's what I'm saying.
Alright.
I literally don't know. I would like to know if it was dark.
Well, you're not going to find out by standing here, the host says. So, in an attempt to try to keep everyone safe, I will allow you a few minutes outside of the study, and you may search for clues, but everyone should attempt to meet back here and he will set an interval of time. That way we can compare notes and see if everyone remains safe. So,
Remains safe?
correct. If the killer has killed once, it is possible that they may kill again.
Cool.
So, we are going to get into the dick system.
I wrote on my paper.
So, since we don't have evidence for the discussion phase,
We are going directly into the investigative phase.
okay.
So, we are going to, everybody is going to message me which rooms that they would like to explore in this particular investigation. So, hold your actions for now. I just need to know what you're doing in the room before I tell you who may be in the room with you that may change what you want to do in that room.
I would like to leave. Is that an option?
No.
The house is on lockdown.
Is his body just gonna be sitting here in the study?
Yeah.
Can you just like put it outside?
Lean it up against the wall.
The windows are just stink. We can't go on lockdown.
I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take her fur.
Okay. Nobody. I mean, unless Terrance stops you, I don't think anybody's gonna oppose.
I feel like your duty to her is kind of ended.
I
would
just
think
it
that could
seems
be evidence. I think we
disrespectful.
should leave it on the
It
body.
seems disrespectful to loot the body when it's still warm. That's my opinion.
This fabulous.
Not any other game. I'm just
I mean, I can cool her down if you'd prefer.
Oh.
No.
I don't want blood on the fur.
There's already blood on the fur. Oh,
There is a lot of
I'm
blood
looking.
on the
I'm
fur.
looking now. Oh,
Would you like me to clean that for you?
Could you?
Prestidigitation.
Not like Terrance is definitely like given like the fucking NPC where he's like standing there like menacingly, but clearly isn't gonna be able to do anything.
Sure.
It's like I wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't do that.
Fine.
How would you?
Fine, I won't touch it then.
I'm in the middle of prestidigitation. Oh, okay, I'll stop. Okay, never mind.
I appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one.
seeing as she slaughtered a whole
Owlbear baby.
owlbear baby just reserve, there's probably more around.
There's definitely more around. She has one in every color.
Oh shit. I know what I'm looking for.
Her bedroom. Her bedroom, because none of these are her bedroom.
Where's the master bedroom? It's upstairs. There's not a second floor in the picture.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Gilderoy knows where it is. Ask him.
Oh yeah, Gilderoy would.
He's familiar with closets.
Yeah, where's the magic happen?
Heaven's Megatron.
Well, I guess I wouldn't know.
Oh. Okay. Because you're not a magic user? Magic joke.
Ha ha.
Still need one from. Oh, there we go. Okay. Annabelle,
Yeah.
Franklin, Gilderoy, you are alone in the rooms that you wish to study.
Okay.
And then I am going to message the rest of you.
I need to read. What do
You should attack. You should attack definitely.
Everybody attack everybody.
I do? Stab myself.
Quick
I'm gonna
game.
hurt myself. Just attack!
Or defend. Definitely defend. You're fine.
Was it Travis that sent the Mario meme?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No costumes.
Yeah, the cat, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Come on. Okay. You should all have who you are sharing a room with. So, or if you share a room with anybody at all. So the next thing I need you to do is let me know which actions that you're going to take. Please do not say those out loud and message them to me.
Really?
Well, actually, the folks who aren't in a room with anybody, you can let me know what you want to do.
I'm gonna defend.
You're going to defend?
No, I'm not. I'm by
Okay.
myself.
Good.
I'm gonna attack myself.
You're going to attack yourself?
Actually-
Don't say it out loud.
I feel like the logical thing to do. We're looking for clues. Is to snoop. Like
You could tamper too,
You could tamper.
if you wanted to try and frame someone.
Wait, am I?
No,
I don't know. Let's just start
It's
with
just-
option one and
it's
see
just
what
the
happens. I'm
three
gonna
of
snoop.
us. The three of us are alone.
Wait, so
I think we're
are the
alone.
The other three of you
all together?
potentially.
Potentially.
It would
Yes,
have to.
yes,
They
it
would
would
have
have
to.
to.
It
All
would
have
have
to
to
be.
be unless
Yes.
Josh left somebody alone,
Have to be.
so that you couldn't figure out who was together.
Right.
Potentially.
Right. So anyway, I'm gonna speak.
Ooh, he was an imposter.
Who's on
Who's sus?
I'm gonna snoop
Who's
because
all
it seems
there?
like the logical thing to do when I'm
Her
alone.
and us two
Okay.
are in
Annabelle's going
separate
to
rooms.
snoop. So,
Who are you?
I'm just going to
Franklin.
draw the cards for you here from the pile because I don't want to send this around the table.
That's fine.
What?
So, you
I think Josh
drew
fucked up.
an 8.
That's-
What?
So you said who's in the room with you?
I should have, yeah.
I think you fucked up.
I fucked up?
Yeah.
Okay. Esther, Barnabas, and Franklin should have messages who they're sharing a room with.
Oh, so I am in a room with someone.
Yes.
Oh, Oh, you said it was. Oh, you said it was alone.
Oh, apologies. Sorry.
That's
It's Gilderoy. It's Gilderoy and Annabelle and
Esther?
No, Terrance.
Terrance.
Terrance is alone.
Yes. I have the wrong letter here.
Okay.
So. I did fuck up because I did tell. No, I didn't. Okay. No. We're good. I told you the wrong things. So.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay,
I'm still in the same action. So
I did a snoop.
Okay. So, drew an 8 for you, so that is an action card. Your first action. So you can hang on to this, read your first action, and you can spend that card.
What? There's an action?
I told you on your sheet.
the
The
special.
special action?
The special actions.
Oh.
Yes.
I can do it now?
You can do it when the rule says you can do it.
Yeah, they have certain conditions. It unlocks it.
I gotcha. Okay.
So you don't manage to find any clues in this room, but you do manage to gather something that may help you.
Yeah, it's a cinnamon roll.
Yep.
Perfect.
You're gonna throw it at somebody to distract them.
She really just. Oh, you guys know where I am now because I said what.
Oh, you're in the dining room because you obviously are eating cinnamon roll from the dining room. That makes sense.
I'm bad at this game.
It's okay.
There could be cinnamon rolls in any room in this house. We all got it one day.
That is not accurate. Not accurate.
Okay. So.
And this guy I'm stealing was like, go look for clues, and she was like, I'm hungry.
There's cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna fucking eat those.
Gilderoy, what would you
Oh,
like to do?
I'm looking.
I am going to snoop as well.
You're going to snoop as well. Okay. So, we drew a 10, so you also get, if you want to hand that down to him, you get
You
your
also
first
get a cinnamon
action.
roll. Surprisingly.
Yes, another cinnamon roll.
But-
So,
But you're not in the dining room.
I am not.
Or is it a cinnamon?
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
let's see. Okay. So we done Gilderoy, we done and Terrance is the other one that isn't sharing a room. That's your Barnabas and Franklin that are sharing a room with somebody.
So I can do.
One of the actions under investigation.
Probably one of the top two.
Yeah,
Why
Snoop
would
or
you
If you
not do Snoop?
if you wanted to tamper, you could potentially throw someone off your trail. If hypothetically you're the killer, you want to throw people off your trail, right? Or if you want to pin it on somebody, like
You just don't like somebody,
Like-
you're gonna fuck that guy?
yeah, like
Oh, okay.
if your character has a grudge against somebody,
Do
you
you
might.
want me to message you or?
yes, if you so if you are taking the tampering action, message me.
So we should all just message you.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's pretty
Because the-
obvious if
yeah.
you're
That's
taking
fair.
the tampering option.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not snooping, basically.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you snoop? If you
Always be snooping.
I mean, if you're messaging,
Either
means
way,
you're not
I just sent you
snooping,
what I'm
so
doing just to.
Probably everyone could probably message.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
I just messaged you. It's not
Okay.
easy.
Okay. Sorry, folks. We're playtesting things. So
Ooh, you get an exclusive look at. How
actually,
shit
you know what?
works.
I have a better idea.
Jack's over here making systems for us to figure out how to do all the time.
Yeah, it's just me.
Figure shit out later.
I've got an idea of what we can do the next round, so we'll just do what we do in here. Well, look at that. You also will get an action, your first action as well.
Oh.
Did you shovel those?
What's that?
Shovel those?
I thought I
I
did.
feel like you got like a
I
10,
got
an 8, and then a
chunk
9.
here or something. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a little.
Does that card mean any action?
What's that? No, the first one.
Only
Just the first one.
Yeah, just the first one.
Oh,
because
just your first action. Okay.
Yep.
You can't pick one of the.
No,
Okay.
no. It's just your first action. So.
Mm.
Okay. The other three, please message me what you want to do in this room, who you may or may not be sharing somebody with. Yeah, I think okay. Because I have the clue reveal round. I think we'll just you message me what you're doing, and then on the clue reveal round, we'll handle it then.
That makes
I'll
sense.
dole out stuff then. So, I am gonna write it down so I don't fuck up this time. Barnabas.
What if we all just attacked each other?
Yeah.
Just, none of us have
Not even the killer just wanted to commit.
I'll just start fucking everybody.
I'm sorry, did somebody beat me to murder? I don't think so. I'm murdering everybody.
I wanted to kill
I wanted to be the murderer.
Just flips the switch. Oh, we're killing people.
That's not this going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh is like, no, this is a murder mystery. This is not like a fucking battle royale.
Yeah, turn into a battle royale. Okay, so we will kick it over to our clue reveal. Yes.
Roll your
So,
cards, yeah.
Esther snooped and drew a 3. You have the first clue.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm the best at this.
Ooh.
So you can play that against someone to make them reveal one.
Yeah.
I am going to message you in a second to tell you
What that is.
who
the clue is for?
Who the clue is for. Yep. Terrance.
Already got his card.
What?
Terrance already got his card.
Franklin.
Sorry, Franklin. Franklin.
We're just the same person. It's fine.
Oh my god.
6. So this is your first action. Action number 1.
Okay.
Barnabas. Also. A 5. So this is a clue.
A clue!
So I have to message you both and let you know. Okay. So, clues have been revealed. Now, the kill report. Nobody has died this round.
Sweet.
Now you all must choose, would you like to skip your discussion round and search for more clues? Or would you like to join discussion so you can possibly defend yourselves if someone may try to accuse you?
I mean, listen, everybody already knows where I went because I accidentally spoiled it. It's all coming with a tray of rolls into the study.
I guess I will head back to the study, and I will take a cinnamon roll off your tray and start eating it. So, what was in the dining room?
Cinnamon rolls.
No blood? No evidence of any kind?
Not that I saw, but I'm gonna be honest. I kind of went in there for the cinnamon rolls.
Well, that's fair.
They're really good.
They're damn good.
What about you?
I mean, I didn't find much. I was in the parlor with a couple other fellows, but I didn't find anything.
We're the only ones that came back?
So
I
far.
don't know. Who's coming back to...
I've come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody's coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holding a tray of cinnamon rolls.
So, you guys have a couple of actions that you can do here. If you would like to, you don't necessarily have to do anything. You can abstain, which I forgot to put on there. You can just pass it around, but you can choose an action. You get to change your choice once after choosing an action based on what everybody else is doing.
So because most of us don't have evidence, basically the best thing we can do is defend at this point.
If you get accused. Otherwise, abstaining probably looks a little better. Does anybody
have evidence?
What's that?
If we have something?
You
can
have something. You can present evidence against that person
If you want to.
if you want to.
I have
Or you can
evidence.
refer to it. Do you have
I
evidence?
have evidence.
You're gonna present evidence.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you presenting evidence against?
Annabelle.
Oh.
What do I do?
You can choose to defend yourself. Somebody can vouch for you if you choose to defend
You may
yourself.
roll against the person presenting the evidence. You may roll a d12 minus the amount of upturned damning evidence heard. Blah 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 blah.
That's how this game's gonna go.
If you
Blah, blah,
win,
blah.
you may choose one of your. I don't have any upturned cards up.
Not right now. No.
Okay. And then what happens if I let them share the evidence?
If you let them share the evidence, they automatically win, and one of your damning evidence cards in front of you gets turned up.
Well, it says if the player who shared the evidence wins, if the defender wins, they can choose one of their cards, flip one of their cards down. So I still...
Yeah, you can defend yourself. You could, if you win, you could flip one of your. If you had an upturn, you could turn it back down. You don't right now.
I feel like defending is the right option, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll defend.
Okay.
I don't know what that means,
So-
but let's see what
I
happens.
was like, what do we do now?
All right. Well, we wait because we have to wait for everybody else to decide on actions to do. So, does anybody want to vouch for Annabelle or?
It doesn't behoove anyone to currently vouch for them because it just puts their neck out and they don't have any face.
Make a friend for vouching for somebody.
Is vouching an act?
Yes.
Yes, it's one of the actions
You
that
can
you take.
only do that?
Correct.
Yep.
But
Right now.
You can change your decision once, right?
Yes. Yep.
So once everyone's gone around, if you want to change what you're going to do, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think because this is my home, I'm a little afraid that they might find some stuff that looks a little fishy. So, I think I'm gonna choose a defend action. Actually,
Just in case.
just in
Alright.
case.
I'll abstain.
Abstain.
Yeah, I'm abstaining as well.
Abstaining. Esther?
I went to the hearth room and I found this. Do you care to explain yourself, Terrance?
Ooh.
I mean, it's just a card.
I'm not sure I understand what a 3 of clubs says.
3 clubs.
Yeah.
Three
That's how many times you beat her.
Oh.
With your dick.
Oh.
So he's sharing evidence, so you can change
To defend.
to defend if you want.
Yeah.
Changing to defense?
Yep.
Anybody vouching or changing their actions
You're
this turn
defending,
around?
right?
I am.
I'm still gonna abstain.
You gonna abstain, Gilderoy?
Since no one's attacking you,
Nobody's attacking you.
why would you stick your neck out? Why would you do that?
No.
It doesn't behoove you.
No, I'm good.
You gonna abstain? Or are you gonna defend?
I'll abstain.
Okay. So, let's start over here.
Okay.
So, Annabelle.
Yeah.
It seems like Barnabas has come back with something they think might incriminate you to this murder.
Okay.
So,
Do I know what it is?
we'll find out here in a second.
Okay.
First, you guys have to roll off. So, roll your d12s. Normally, you would minus any upturned damning evidence that you have against your roll, but as you both do not have any upturned,
It's just a straight roll.
it's just a straight roll against each other.
6.
2.
Oh, so this evidence isn't quite good enough for really incriminating you at all, Annabelle. You look at the evidence and you're like, what is that? I don't...
I'm trying to make up something. Like
Yeah, roleplay wise.
Role-playing wise.
Why are we in the dining room? Why are you just getting muffins? Or rolls?
They're good rolls.
They're really...
Why were you eating after seeing all that blood? Curious.
Well, what you didn't see is that after we separated, on the way to the dining room, I vomited a lot. So just watch your step. And after that, I started feeling very ill, and I thought, you know what would help? Bread. And there was no bread left, but the rolls were on the table because our friend
Terrance.
brought out the whole pen of rolls.
Alright.
So I will actually take that evidence card back, and it will go back in the pile. So, over here,
Rollies.
Esther.
Rollies.
Yeah.
Rollies.
Esther is presenting some evidence against Terrance. So you guys go ahead and roll your d12s. We will see the outcome here in a moment.
Which roll?
That's a 1.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh! So,
Oh!
why don't you choose one of your evidence or your damning evidence to let me know what I am going to expunge upon Terrance. He's playing for the long game.
Yeah. You know what? We'll go with roughed up.
Roughed up. So, Esther, you actually found a few documents that Marilyn had been keeping around, maybe for blackmail purposes. This is legal paperwork against Terrance. He apparently has quite a few legal battles against people that, while working for Maryland, that he has roughed up to the point where they have had to be hospitalized. And he is actually in the act of getting sued by quite a number of these people. So, seems like he might have some issues with anger issues. So, yep. So, I mean, these wounds were pretty grievous that Marilyn suffered. It definitely looked like somebody, somebody could have had a rough time with her. Somebody with rage issues. So, Esther presents this evidence to you guys.
Very interesting. I mean, I knew you rough people up for a living, but I didn't know it went this far.
You're really gonna tell people you didn't know? You were a manager.
I didn't know everything about her life.
Okay. Well, that is our first round, so we are going to go back to the investigative round. So, you guys want to go ahead and let me know which room you would like to be going to. Esther,
Oh, I only have one.
Annabelle, Franklin. You have the rooms to yourself. So in a second here, we will have everybody message me what they want to do, but give me 1 second to message the others.
It just so happens that 3 people like to go in the same room together.
I know, it's so weird.
What would it be for?
No, you 3 are in the same room together.
Or maybe somebody's sharing a room with a ghost.
But no one's died yet.
Huh?
No one's
Somebody
died yet.
has died.
What the fuck?
We didn't have a kill report.
Huh?
We didn't have anything in the kill
No,
report.
the first person
Oh.
to die. Marilyn.
Talking about
Marilyn died.
Oh, I
She's
guess.
gonna hunt this bitch too.
Does she count
She
as an
doesn't count.
entity?
She's not
Counts
with
as
us.
a ghost.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So you all should have messages on who you may be sharing a room with. So we'll have you guys send me messages on what actions you would like to take. Okay.
That's fine.
So we will do clue reveal. We'll start with Gilderoy. Nothing happens. We'll start with Esther next. Esther. And you get Action 2 card.
Oh.
Terrance. You also get an Action 2 card.
Wow.
Annabelle. An Action 1 card, Annabelle.
So I have 2 action 1 cards now?
You probably do.
Okay.
Barnabas. An Action 2 card.
Oh, you defended, didn't you?
Franklin. A clue.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's about you.
I hope not.
If you do find a clue, you can hang on to it, because then it won't count for anybody else to find that clue about you.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. The kill report next, I regret to inform you that nobody has passed away.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Got some bad killers here.
Just biding their time, that's all.
Do they have to find a weapon in that deck, or do they already have the
There
weapon?
is the weapon in the deck.
Oh, okay.
It is one of the clues.
Do we go back for discussion?
You can, or you can stay and snoop a little more. But if you do so, you are at risk if somebody would like to present evidence or accuse you. You have to rely on others to vouch for and defend you.
So do you get it like an extra clue card, or if basically?
You do, yep.
Uh-huh.
You get to draw again if you stay out. But that's the risk.
I mean, I think I'm gonna stay out.
You're going to stay out?
Mm-hmm.
Not going to join discussion? Okay. Anybody else? Staying out of discussion round.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Being as they know that I'm the only one with evidence, they know that they're all safe from
Yeah.
being accused this
Okay.
round.
Alright. Anybody actually going to discussion, I guess, would be a better question. Nobody's going to discussion.
I'd rather draw a clue card, thank you.
Maybe you have to keep quiet about stuff then.
What's that?
Since we know that he has evidence because it was said out loud, do you have to keep quieter about stuff then? Or like...
Yeah,
I
you
don't
might.
give a shit if he's got evidence. I want it.
We know that our characters don't know.
You don't
Yeah.
know who it's about,
And
though.
we don't know who it's about.
Right. I mean, it's a 1 in 5 chance.
But because
But maybe going forward, the people who have evidence decide if they're going to go to discussion last.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Yep. That is a good one. So, everybody else is staying out then.
Mhm.
So, okay. You don't get to move rooms, unfortunately, but you get to stay and snoop a little bit longer. And the host is just like, where the fuck is everybody?
Oh my god, they died. Oh wait, I
dead.
still see their vitals. We're good.
Okay.
It's like
I'm just going to start at the top of my list
Oh,
here.
damn.
So, Gilderoy. An action 2 card.
Ooh. That's Gilderoy, please.
Who's who?
One more over.
I'm so confused.
Esther. A clue card.
Woo.
Terrance. An action 2 card.
Right.
do you have 2 of those now?
3.
Wow.
Stack them up. Annabelle.
Yeah.
An action 2 card.
Good lord, I can action for days.
Barnabas. A clue card.
The reason I have so many action cards is just because I went outside to get high or something, and then, like, fuck these guys, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Franklin. An action 1 card. So, we'll skip the clues. You've received them. Since we didn't do a discussion round this time. Obviously, nobody died.
Well, I'm going back to the parlor
Discussion?
because I didn't find anything twice in the same spot that I was in. This shit's boring.
Fair
See if
enough.
anybody else found anything.
Anybody else going to discussion?
Yeah, sure I'll go.
Yes.
Yes. Anybody staying out?
Yeah, I'm staying out.
Oh.
We'll go to discussion.
Discussion.
I'll go to discussion as well.
Discussion. All right.
Just you then? Staying out?
The only one missing from discussion is Barnabas. So, Barnabas, you will get another clue. This is another clue.
Oh, wow.
Stack who?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
One of us is going to solve that he's the killer.
Oh my god.
You write a book like OJ if I did it.
Mhm. When I did it, you
Yeah.
mean?
How I did it.
All right, so the rest of you arrive in discussion, and Barnabas is missing from this discussion.
How suspicious.
Mr.
Yes.
Can you sense Mr. Barnabas?
No. My vital tracking was only for the mistress of the mansion.
Then how do you know if somebody's not in the walls?
Because nobody else has entered the mansion.
Okay. So does that mean that Barnabas could be...
Could be dead. Correct?
Oh, God. I can't stomach vomiting anymore today.
Damn.
Are you taking any action, Annabelle?
I can change my mind afterwards, right?
Yep. So this is initial action. Or initial,
I don't have anything, so I guess I'll just chill.
abstain?
Yeah.
Gilderoy?
Gilderoy will abstain.
Abstain. Frankly.
I will share my evidence or clue against Gilderoy.
Against Gilderoy. How interesting. Terrance?
I shall abstain.
Abstain. Esther?
I'm also going to share my clue.
Against?
Gilderoy, the killer.
Oh!
I knew she had bizarre taste, but I didn't know she liked that.
Okay. So,
Can you defend twice?
Hold on.
Gilderoy gets to change
Hold
or
on.
take an action.
So tell me, are the special actions separate from my normal actions?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to use my second, or is it first? It's first action.
First action?
My first action card, I will spend that to dispense with Evelyn's clue.
Esther's.
Or Esther's, excuse me.
Evelyn's my sister.
Oh, yeah.
She's the ugly one.
When someone presents evidence against you, you may play this card. You choose another player who the evidence will be presented against.
And who do you choose? It has to be someone at discussion.
I'm going to say,
And it can't be Esther, obviously.
okay.
Oh, this is yours, bitch.
Yeah. This is your bloody knife that says Gilderoy.
I'm going to point a finger over at Barnabas.
At Barnabas.
He's not there.
Yeah, he's not there.
Not there. Yep.
Oh,
it has to be
right.
somebody in discussion.
Shit. Annabelle then.
Annabelle.
What?
Okay, Esther.
Blah.
You were confused for a second there, and Gilderoy's like, no, I'm too beautiful to be guilty of anything. And you're like, you know what? You're right. And this,
Beauty
you look
is-
at your evidence, and you see, this is actually something against Annabelle.
And then I guess I will change my action then to a defend. So
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So,
So he can change it after. So he.
His abstain, he can change.
Yeah,
yeah,
he abstained originally.
So
his
then he uses
special
an
action.
action.
I use a special action.
Which is separate
Is
from
Yeah.
this.
separate from
Yeah.
Okay.
regular actions. Yep.
I use my special power on top of my action, which I have now changed to defend,
Okay.
Right? I
despite
just have
this
an action.
accusation.
I have an action one and two action ones and one action two.
Well, whatever you have cards for. So, you also can change your action or use one of your cards.
I'll defend.
You're gonna defend? Okay. So, Esther and Annabelle, let's have you guys roll off. None of you have upturned cards, so no
12.
minuses. Ooh.
9.
Nope. It just seems like any evidence against Annabelle just seems to not stick to her. You know what? It's not
Slimy.
circumstantial enough.
Is that
Another cinnamon.
no? You.
Another roll.
I don't smoke that brand of cigarettes, so I don't know why you would think that they belong to me.
You don't smoke that brand.
That's what I was going to say. You don't smoke any brand.
Yes.
Yes, but the scent of specifically this brand is superior to all others.
Okay.
And I put another one and light it.
All right, the two of you, and I believe Gilderoy, do you already have a turn?
No.
he
No, not
doesn't.
yet. Okay, so
Thing of Terrance.
yeah, that's right.
7.
4.
Oh, so Gilderoy, go ahead and let us know which piece of evidence what piece of damning evidence you would like to
Body issues.
body issues. All right.
Okay.
So, the evidence that you actually found, Franklin, is that Gilderoy's actually been seeing a transfigurationist to sort out that extra body weight and a couple of other defects. He's been doing this ever since he's been dating Marilyn, and you see that this also has a contract clause in it, this piece of evidence that Marilyn may have been hiding, that says that his agency doesn't allow for transfigurist body changes. So it seems like he might have been pushed by Marilyn to do these transfigurations.
Special action.
You can just start a discard pile
Oh,
for this, because those are no longer there. So he might have a reason. I mean, he is getting pushed by her to make these changes, which you kind of picked up on some of the conversation that was had earlier at dinner. So.
One of those was the clue card that she beat. So do you take that one?
Oh
back?
yeah, any clue cards? Oh no, it was the Esther one, right?
Yeah, it was Esther.
Oh, but it was already on.
So it'd be this one.
Yep. So that goes back in the pile.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't matter.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, because I still have my 3 here. And that's the clue.
We're all the same.
Okay.
Shit.
Alright.
Yeah. As long as I get a clue card back.
Okay.
Because I just threw it at you, but it landed on Christian. I think he gave it back to me.
There should only be 2 clue cards out that got
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
positive.
anything less than a 4 right now, there should only be 2 cards out.
Okay.
In discard pile.
Anyway.
So let's go ahead and have you guys message me on which room that you would like to move to. Okay. So you should all have who you may or may not be sharing a room with. Now, you would all send me what action you would like to take in said room.
Oh, you didn't tell any of us that we were buyers. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun!
Maybe that's on purpose.
Now, the game is afoot.
Or is it a like?
Might be a nice juicy thigh.
But when will then be now?
Alright.
Is somebody dead?
Maybe. We aren't to the kill report yet.
Marilyn is.
Fucking everyone.
Just everybody is off the menu. Alright, so we're moving on to the clue round. Annabelle. You have a clue.
Oh, finally!
After having so many put against you, you.
Now guess who's in bitch? You can tell me who my clue's against? Or
Yep.
is that how that goes? Okay.
Yep, that's exactly how it goes.
I'm new to this.
No
She's usually killing people.
Right.
I'm killing myself. Kill.
What
That's my
can't
choice
they?
every time. Kill.
Franklin. And action 1.
Cool. I have 3 of those now.
I would really like some action ones.
Now, on to the kill report.
Oh fuck.
This time around, nobody has died.
Mm.
Nobody has been attacked.
Oh.
Nobody's been attacked?
Hmm.
We're all so nice. What a nice people. Too bad the killer's just never ending up in a room with somebody.
Those of you who have shared a room kind of stare at each other, and everybody's like, and nothing gets done. Who would like to join discussion?
Is this still like the first day?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whole not join discussion.
Not joining.
I'll join.
Who is joining?
I gotta wait because I have a clue till the end.
Huh?
People with clues say at the end.
Yep.
Right? That's how that works?
I'm staying.
I'm getting out of that room.
Fine. Y'all.
So Esther and Franklin are going to discussion.
Yeah.
It's only two of y'all.
Yeah.
I'll go to discussion.
Barnabas?
Oh, I'm not going. No.
Okay. So, just the three of you in discussion.
Mhm.
So, the three of you enter discussion, and you see that Barnabas, Gilderoy, and Terrance have not joined you.
Gosh, we still haven't seen Barnabas.
Do you think he's okay?
I don't know. I was just with Gilderoy, and he was perfectly fine.
Well, I'm concerned now if we haven't been seeing Barnabas because I have a clue that I found against him.
Oh, so
So, you're presenting your clue against Barnabas.
Yeah.
Barnabas is not here to defend themselves.
So they automatically fail.
Would anybody like to vouch for Barnabas?
It really only behooves you if you have a damning evidence card face up, because then you can
Oh.
put it face down.
Yeah, I don't have that, but like she probably would because she wants to work for him, right?
That's a good
So
point.
she probably would say, "Oh, well, he's a little rough around the edges, but he's got a good heart and he knows talent when he sees it."
Okay.
But he's been missing these last two times.
I know I'm concerned. We should go find him.
Well, but what if he's the murderer? You have to roll against me because I'm
Wait.
sharing evidence, right?
Yep. We're gonna wait because you guys can change your actions still.
That's right.
I'm abstaining.
Double abstain.
I'll vouch.
Vouch. Okay, so the two of you will actually roll against each other.
7,
7,
Rollsies again.
4.
5.
Ooh!
That evidence is null and void.
Damn. I mean, I want it to be, but like, she would.
Yeah.
So now if you find Barnabas, Barnabas may owe you a favor.
Like a roll.
He doesn't know that he owes you a favor, but
Not yet. Alright, so those of you who had stayed out, we will start with Barnabas. This is an action 1. Gilderoy. This is an action 1.
Cool.
you have one of each then?
Yeah, again.
Terrance. This is an action 1.
Yo! you.
Hey.
Okay. So everybody, message me where you would like to go in this round of investigation.
What? He has one damning evidence.
Oh.
I mean,
Good
so does he.
I know, but he's too beautiful.
But also,
Gilderoy is too beautiful.
Yeah.
To be the murderer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's why I'm
He's
saying
the
you're the
murderer.
murderer. No, I'm saying you're the murderer, and he's too beautiful to be the murderer.
but if
That's why he's
if
the murderer, because he's too beautiful.
if
Marilyn.
Marilyn was stabbed though, why would he have killed her by stabbing her and not pummeling her to death?
So it's like obvious.
I'm like, shit, it's
Maybe.
like fucking one and done.
Right? Like, I mean, like, he's like Elias. He could have just, like, popped her head like a raisin.
Right.
But
You've seen my trains?
a rager show, and he was.
Actually, a one pump dump.
Oh.
One pump chump.
Yeah.
You okay, Eric?
Oh.
Okay, so you should all have messages on
Oh, I
who
forgot
you
we're playing
may
game.
or may not be sharing a room with. So send me your actions next, please.
Oh.
Are we allowed to talk to the people that we're in the room with?
No.
Oh, okay. Silently observe them.
Yep.
Hey.
What you doing?
Just that,
Flash? Was that an option?
just that straight dude like stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's all you can give.
Okie dokie, folks. So we're going into our clue round. Sweet. So, Gilderoy, you have 2 action 1s.
Wait, there's double cards now?
for Gilderoy.
Use a special thing.
He's using his special ability.
Cool. They're all clubs. How is that?
I don't know, man. I shuffled
I'm
the
working
deck.
towards a straight right now. Like,
Why? Why would you be working towards straight?
I don't know.
Yeah, nothing,
hand.
man. This is a bad hand.
Terrance. A clue.
A clue.
Oh my god, guys, I got a clue.
All right.
Are we gonna follow your clue, or
Let's see.
you want to follow my clue?
Or Tim Curry's clue.
Action 1.
Okay, well, I got 3 of those.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drop all of them at the same time.
Franklin. A clue.
Sweet.
I don't even know what my actions are.
Slippery.
You sent me a message. Did you mean to send it to me?
If you said,
You got a clue, right?
yeah.
Oh, the name. That's who.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
You haven't had.
I'm sorry. I haven't gotten a clue all game.
Wait, I was confused, but I got one too. Listen, I get it.
All I have is
Action.
action 2.
I got like a bunch
And
of
action ones, you
ones.
gotta-
I got an.
A single action one.
I'm starting to branch out now.
Shouldn't have done that.
And then,
Just a boy.
also,
There's a lot of celebrities that are looking for,
Muscle.
A clue.
muscle.
Another
Okay.
clue. God, Barnabas is just rolling in the fucking clues.
Oh
He's
my
gonna come in and wipe somebody out. I'll tell you what.
Can they use multiple clues in the same turn?
No, but you just sit there in like discussion and just be like,
I'm just hanging out instead.
this one and this one and this one. So clues have been handed out. Kill report. Franklin, you didn't make it back to discussion.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
Please do not share any information since you are a ghost now. However, during investigation phase, if you can choose a player to attach to, and if you have any evidence on yourself, you can give that to the other player if they are snooping in the room. And they will be able to draw 2 snoop cards.
Can I change rooms or do it? Am I
You can change rooms. Yeah, you just pick.
pick a room? Okay.
Yeah. So, back to discussion. Who is joining discussion?
I will.
Esther, Gilderoy.
Yeah.
Barnabas. Terrance.
I want a key. I want to stay up.
Okay. So, discussion round. Annabelle, what are you doing this round?
I'm just gonna chill.
Abstain. Barnabas.
I have evidence against Franklin.
Franklin has not made it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
not here to defend himself.
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to flip over one of my damning evidence? I mean,
Sure, so we can know a little bit more about your character. You pick.
We don't know what Franklin said. We haven't got a
That's
body.
fair.
I mean, you can do Booze Hound. That's pretty obvious.
Who's out? Yeah. So, Barnabas, you actually found some. You found that Barnabas imbibes quite a bit, especially it seems like Marilyn has kind of pushed him towards that. And there are a number of police reports that she has hung on to indicate that that Franklin has actually done quite a few bad things while under the influence of alcohol, including trampling a child with his carriage on the way home after a bender.
Bad man.
Yeah.
So he is a killer.
Of sorts.
So,
So,
Fucking
does that
they
mean
ended up in
did the
hospital.
child live? Or did he commit child murder?
You'll never know.
You'll never know now.
Because you can't ask him.
But is it in the police report?
Gilderoy, what are you doing?
I am. I think I'm just abstaining for now.
Terrance has stayed out. Esther.
I guess she'll abstain as well.
Okay. Anybody want to change their action?
Just flirt in action.
Nah.
Okay.
Are we up to like RP talk at all?
What's that?
Are we up to RP talk?
Yeah, you can RP talk. Go for it. That's what the discussion round is. So.
Esther would probably run over to Barnabas and be like, Barney, I'm so glad to see you. You were missing. I was nervous. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what's been going on?
Where were you?
Oh, I was in the billiards.
Shooting them balls.
Just taking a nap.
Well, genius is like, you need to rest.
You were taking a nap. There's been murder.
Yeah, shut myself in the farthest away room.
I mean,
Clever.
yeah. Well, now we're missing Barnabas. Or no, you're Barnabas. Now we're missing Franklin. I hope he's alright.
And Terrance.
And Terrance. Terrance hasn't
Oh,
showed up either.
and that big guy.
He's hard to miss. I don't know where
Well,
he
and
is.
he's got anger issues. I don't know. I mean, do we really trust him?
I don't.
I mean,
Well, I don't trust most men.
if he's
Barney.
committed atrocities against people, well, I mean, child murder is hard to pass as be forgivable, but I just don't know.
Where's he now?
Who?
Where's Franklin?
I haven't seen him. He was here last time we met up, right? He was here. Yeah. But I haven't seen him this time or since.
Maybe he went to the dining room to,
He could have. He did have an aroma of every liquor type.
Yeah, he did
Somehow.
That whole train car.
Ooh.
That whole bar car.
Yeah.
I don't know how he smelled like all of them, but it was there. So he could just have passed out.
Maybe he passed out.
Yeah.
Should we go look? Should we go look for him?
I keep my eye out for him.
Okay.
Has anyone else? Have you seen?
I haven't seen him lately.
Okay.
I was with Esther in the other room,
Yeah, we were in
the parlor.
parlor.
I actually was just here.
Oh.
We keep coming back in here and no one's searched, so I just went through.
Isn't the body still over there? You okay with that?
I didn't look by the body, but I did look through some of the drawers and
The body's in the study.
cupboards. Yeah, I stayed in here. And I talked to the robot man a little bit. I just thought, we keep coming back in here, we might as well once over it real quick. But honestly, I've not found very much of anything this whole time, except for the cinnamon rolls.
It's at this time the hosts, the little tiny robots that had brought Marilyn in, they roll in Franklin's body.
Oh no.
Can we ask them where they found the body?
The body was discovered in the dining hall.
Oh,
Well, you were right.
he was.
He was. Does he look stabbed?
Yes,
Or okay.
very much.
Well, this is concerning because that means that whoever killed Marilyn, I'm like not making eye contact with the body, probably still has the knife. So they are a danger to us. does anybody have any knives? Why would you answer if you were the murderer? I haven't asked that.
Opens her fur coat, just full of knives.
Just full of knives.
Now that's enough.
How did you get them past the train?
Yeah, all of our weapons they weren't returned to us. Like all of our stuff, our stuff wasn't returned to us. Okay.
Well, if I may, Esther and I were in the parlor, so we couldn't have killed him.
But you were in the parlor. Did you not hear a struggle or him screaming?
Well, I don't remember hearing anything.
We were searching. We didn't hear anything.
Well,
Terrance hasn't shown up yet.
I was just gonna say that Terrance isn't here, and he is the only one here that is not proven to be deceased. Maybe we should keep looking.
Should we all go to the dining room together and search together? We're
Uh,
safest in a group, right?
I mean, more eyes. I went in there earlier, but I didn't find really anything.
Well, maybe we'll find something after they
It is a very large
roll up
space.
Franklin.
I would like to leave this room. There's a lot of blood.
Well, let's do that then.
So first we will handle Terrance. You get an action 1 card.
Ooh.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna fucking need these.
Okay. Investigation phase. Folks, go ahead and message me where you would like to show up. And Franklin, go ahead and message me who you would like to assist. So this one's very, very, very easy. Everybody but Terrance is in the dining room.
We all actually did it. Okay.
Cool.
So, message me your actions. Franklin, you can choose to either help or hinder the person that you have sent me.
Everybody wants some cinnamon rolls.
Yup. Okay. So this is also very, very easy.
I would like to think that even if the killer was in the dining room with all of us, they would not be dumb enough to commit a murder currently. You never know. You could sneaky murder somebody. Oh, they just dropped dead. I don't know how.
Oh no, they burned themselves on the stove.
Oh no, they fell into.
On the night.
I'm gonna put them out with this vodka. That's also alcohol. That's
Oh
gonna
no,
soak
I'm
up
so
our
dumb.
morals.
I'm so sorry. I forgot alcohol was flammable.
So, we're going to move to the clue section. So, Gilderoy, an action 2 card.
Ooh.
Esther, a clue card.
I'm good at this. It's like
She's been in enough dramas that
Yeah.
she knows what to look
Listen,
at.
I just make people beautiful. I'm not good at looking
Yeah,
at things.
exactly. After Esther, Terrance. A clue card.
gosh.
Your second one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right. Since you are there, Annabelle, as you are looking for clues, you feel this kind of chill run up your spine as you feel this cold presence, and it kind of guides your hand to maybe a little more information than you were expecting to find. So you actually get 2 cards. And they are an action 1 and an action 2.
So action.
So much action!
What do you want me to do with the clue that I died with?
That will flow back to me, please.
Should my actions just be discarded?
Yeah, you could just discard those.
Well, I thought you said he could share his clue with somebody.
Huh? Sorry, I was looking at the things I had. It's double draw,
Okay.
and this.
I have so many actions. That's all I have.
And then Barnabas gets an action 1 card.
Wow.
All right.
I don't know what this
So, Who would like to join discussion this time around? Obviously, there's no kill round.
But we're all. I mean, I'll go.
Yeah.
Discussion.
Sure.
Discussion. Terrance.
Sure.
Discussion. Esther.
Yeah.
Discussion. All right. So everybody has returned, obviously, minus Franklin. His body is still.
Franklin's here.
Yep, Franklin is here. You're not wrong. So, Annabelle, what are you doing?
Looking this way, where the bodies are this way, and she's very. Is it possible for like a reddish skinned person to be green? She is green.
A little seasick.
Yes.
Barnabas.
But nothing. She's doing nothing.
Abstaining.
Yes.
Abstaining?
Yeah.
All right. Gilderoy.
I think I'm abstaining.
Terrance.
I will present evidence against Esther.
Oh.
Ooh.
Esther, what are you saying in response?
Me?
Are you defending?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody else changing their action based on these current clues? Is anybody vouching for anybody? Anybody spending any actions?
I'll vouch for Esther.
You're gonna vouch for Esther? People can double vouch. It is possible. I mean, it's more of a risk. If
I
you...
vouched for you when you weren't here. I think you wanted to.
He did actually. I will confirm that, or she did. Sorry. I'm gonna actually.
You know me.
I'm gonna.
Why not?
I'm gonna just shake up the tree a little bit. I'm gonna accuse you
Oh!
because you weren't here, and somebody died while you weren't here last time.
Wild accusation.
Wild accusations.
Yes. And I'm gonna use my special action. One of many that I have. I don't know which one does which, but it's my first one.
First one. So that'd be anything between a 6 and a 10. Discard. So, are you still presenting evidence as you are now being accused?
So if I'm accused, like I can then defend myself.
You can. Yep. You can choose to defend yourself instead of presenting the evidence. The evidence will not go away. You're just changing your actions on what you're doing right now.
Where have you been? Somebody died. Was it you?
Were you in the dining hall with?
Were you
Was
in
it
the
me
dining?
that died?
No.
No,
Were you?
Franklin.
Did you kill Franklin? Were you in the dining hall with him where he was killed? We didn't see you last time.
I
And
am switching to
you
defend,
have anger issues.
and I would like to then question, well, if he died in the dining hall, it's curious that you would be accusing me when you're the one who seems to be frequenting such a place.
I've
You
been
calling
there,
her fat?
been there once by myself at the beginning, and then once with everyone else there. Where have you been?
I was in the green hall.
So you're straight up defending.
Yep.
Not using any actions. Okay, those of you who have vouched, your vouches are null now. So since Esther is not being attacked anymore, and Esther, you're not being attacked anymore, so you do not need to roll. But you roll with a -2.
No,
to
I'm
your-
using my special action, and I do not get any of my negatives for accusing somebody.
Okay, so it's a straight roll for you, but it is a -1 for Terrance since he has an
Just
upturn.
wanted to use one of my action cards. You
Yeah,
guys.
you might as well.
There's so
Start
many
stuff.
of them.
Everybody's being so defensive.
I know.
Let's start stuff. So let's roll off.
My rolls have been like really hit or miss. 8.
11.
Oh!
Wow.
So.
You were 12?
Yeah.
Nice.
on an accusation, I believe that there are consequences.
Nothing happens. It just nothing happens. It looks
You're
like
right.
from your words.
Yep. Nope. Nothing happens. You defended and won, though, sir. So you may turn that upturned evidence card back down.
Oh, beautiful.
So
I'll accept. Thank you.
So, where would you like to investigate this round?
Wait. We need to talk. We need to have an open conversation with one another. Because
The discussion.
We're all here in this room, right?
we're all here in this room.
Mhm.
Yeah. And somebody has killed Marilyn. And somebody has killed Franklin. And I don't really know any of you other than by word of mouth or maybe a little bit professionally. What do you have in connection with Marilyn? What do you have anything like? What are your opinions of Marilyn? We just need to have a discussion.
Well, I was her bodyguard, but apparently not a very good one. However, if I can solve this, I can at least save some face.
Okay.
Look, you heard her talking in the dining room. She's nasty to all of us. I think everyone has a motive in this room.
I have no reason to have any motive against her. It's
She's-
because of her that my family isn't living in utter poverty. If anything, keeping her alive would be most important. That's why I defended her. That's why I was rough with the people who sought to cause any other form of harm. You especially know that.
I've never caused
I've had a few tumbles with you. You're aware.
tumbles with me. I wasn't causing any harm from those.
She saw annoyment.
She sees annoyment in everything.
This is true,
Aw. I mean, you saw her
but
Have you
you were
escort
in
the chef
especially trouble.
out just because she was bored with it. Like, she is that way with everyone. She
Some more than others, yes, I will not deny that. But the simple fact is, I have no reason to want her dead. But I don't know so much about everyone else. If anyone else might care to share why they might want her to be alive. Otherwise, all of you are currently the only ones that I cannot trust. Apart from
Well,
this robot here.
well, and I mean,
And I guess Franklin. But that's not very helpful right now.
Well, Barney and I she's our coworker.
I mean-
we were making money hand over fist with her without her.
I've been friends with her for a while.
we went to school together. But I knew her before she was famous. She knew before I was a well-known transfigurist.
She found me when I was working just these small times modeling shows. She really advanced my career. Without her, I don't know where my career's gonna go. I don't even know where this accent's going.
That's
Well,
the radio.
I'd say
Yeah.
out of all of us here, he's the only other one that gave a good reason to keep her alive. Being friends in school doesn't mean anything. Co-workers, at this point, we're competition to her.
No,
I mean, your
I'm the head
reasoning,
executive.
you-
She's the one that makes me money.
your reasoning could be applied to anyone. I mean, yeah, she was your employer, but she had
My reason was
Blackmail
that without
against
her,
you.
my family goes to poverty and goes back to living in the slums.
And I mean, yeah, she helped him get a career, but we saw verbally abused him and forced him to diet and I mean, there's plenty of record of people killing their significant others for similar things. I mean, for all we know, Franklin could have been the murderer. And he was killed by someone he was trying to kill them for them defending themselves. I don't know why they wouldn't share that information.
Well, let's solve that. If the murderer is no longer here, we should be allowed to leave. Is that correct?
I don't actually think that's how that works. He said we had to accuse someone.
Yes, evidence must be
Are you
presented.
trying to accuse Franklin?
I'm just stating facts of what I've observed.
Well, even though if Franklin killed Marilyn, someone killed Franklin, so there's still a murderer on the loose.
Yes, that's very true. A different kind of murderer, even if Franklin was the murderer. You're right.
Well, look, I don't think we're getting anywhere just talking about it right now. I think we need some more clues.
So, let's go ahead and have you guys send me the next batch of locations, please. Alright. So, you should know by now if you're sharing a room with anybody. Let's give those actions a whirl. Franklin, I'm assuming I know your action. Okay.
You know exactly.
Yeah. We move on to the clue round. Anybody using any actions? No? Okay.
Not me tagging what my actions are every 5 seconds because I keep forgetting.
Oh.
I think I'll burn my my action 2 for 2 cards.
Get an additional clue? Alright.
You get 2 more action 2 cards.
No, I have like 3 action 1 cards, but no one's accused me in a while, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, at the end of the clue round, Gilderoy, you get a clue and an action 2.
Ooh.
What clue?
Esther, you get an action 1.
Oh, that's my first one.
Terrance, you get an action 1. And nobody else gets clues. The kill report. Nobody has died.
Woo!
Okay.
Who would like to join discussion?
I would.
Okay. Gilderoy?
Yeah.
Anna? Barnabas?
No.
No. Terrance.
Sorry, who's all in?
Right now it's oh no, you got a clue, didn't? No.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
have clues.
you should have been last, but will. So right now it is Gilderoy and Annabelle joining discussion.
Yeah, sure. I'll go.
Discussion. Ask.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. So Gilderoy, Annabelle, and Terrance, you are the only ones to show up to discussion.
Every time someone doesn't show up, I'm worried that they might not again. Although, Barnabas did say earlier that he was gone for so long because he fell asleep in the building. So you could have just done that again.
Or maybe that was just the goal the whole time? To just throw you off the trip.
Well,
But I have really nothing other than that.
I didn't see anything.
So if I choose to use a clue, do I just pick a player to...
Oh, that's right. I've got to give you your clues.
Yeah,
sorry,
thank you.
sorry. Okay. And there. So.
Oh, Annabelle.
Yes?
Hey, I know you were just in the same room with me, but I wonder if you can explain this.
Okay.
evidence is being presented against
I
you.
guess I'll defend because that's what you do.
Okay.
All right. So, Esther, you see that Gilderoy is presenting evidence against.
Wait,
I'm not there.
Oh, Terrance. Sorry,
It's
Terrance.
just him. Yeah.
Yeah, just Terrance.
This
I won't get into that.
Okay.
one. See what I get.
Roll it out.
3. That's not good.
Do I minus my flipped over cards?
Yep. Just
Okay.
How many you have flipped over right now?
Okay. So that'd be a 9 total then.
Nice.
So,
I just pick
Annabelle.
one? Do I just pick one?
Yep.
Okay.
you finally can give us a little clue into the life of Annabelle.
Okay, let me see what I want to do. So the stalking one. He kind of brought it up anyway.
Fair enough. So, Gilderoy has presented evidence that Annabelle kind of has some kind of weird obsession with Marilyn.
Oh, I have to
And
flip a card, don't I?
yep. And there are actually multiple documents of officers having placed paperwork for stalking charges against Annabelle. A number of times that she has followed unwanted. None of them have been charged, but they are pending at the moment. So you may have even helped with this paperwork, Terrance. So
Well, to be honest with you, Gilderoy, like I said, we were very close through school. We were roommates, we were best friends, we shared a lot of things together, and then she kind of went cold, distant, non-communication. But then she'd reach out, and then she'd go no communication, and then she'd invite me over, and then she'd go no communication. So it was a lot of mixed signals that I didn't understand. If you speak to any of her past lovers, you might hear similar tales.
Dun dun dun.
Alright. So,
Because
those...
there were many before you. In case you weren't aware.
Oh no, I knew she was a raging slut.
And she does like to do that distant herself thing. But we've been friends for a long time, so she keeps reaching back out to me, and it's like really mixed signals, man. I don't know what to tell you other than it's confusing as fuck.
These are like documents for like Annabelle has like followed her from a distance and has actually broken into the property a couple of times
Alright.
Really mixed signals. I keyed and I didn't. Listen, it's music.
Okay, so those who missed out on discussion, which would be Barnabas and Esther. So you guys both get clues. Esther, you get a clue. Barnabas, you get an action 2.
Oh.
If I may, I would like to present
Oh,
as evidence against Esther.
Oh, she's not
I'm
here.
not there.
Oh wait,
It's
oh,
an
that's
you
automatic-
can.
You still can.
automatic fail.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
an automatic fail unless, well, nobody can vouch for you because they've already burnt their actions.
Yep.
Yep. So,
So, which one are we getting this time?
By the way, I found this.
We'll do
Such dick.
surgeries and spells.
Okay. So recently there's been some paperwork from the press that Esther has undergone quite a few transfigurations and surgeries, and a lot of this press work seems to point to her trying to change her appearance to look exactly like Marilyn.
Is that why she had me do an ear elongation? Oh my goodness.
And so you were actually finally able to get the same surgeon as Maryland, and you asked for exactly that, and it was probably Annabelle that you asked for that surgery. So all these press reports are saying that you did it to look exactly like Marilyn because you have this kind of terrible infatuation with her.
Slut.
I did do a ear elongation and nose pointing for her, and I just thought that she was trying to go with the angular lines and shapes that were becoming really popular with models. Beautiful.
Thanks.
All right.
Didn't even notice.
So, next round of investigation. Go ahead and send me
Oh god,
your
wrong
next
places.
location. And Franklin, if you would let me know who you are going to attach to.
I think I'm just gonna repeat.
Okay.
I think it was the robot.
That
What a
did.
twist.
What a twist.
That would be a twist.
Go and kill each other.
They just want cake, right?
Mm.
That's the vibe I got.
But they want cake.
Portal.
Oh,
Isn't it GLaDOS, like she's
Yeah.
like tied to the ceiling?
yeah.
That's like that what I imagined when I said the host was like from the ceiling.
Nobody is sharing a room with anyone.
Well,
That's crazy.
So, send me your actions, please.
Oh well.
What are you using?
To get double cards.
I'm assuming everybody is probably going to snoop, but you never know.
I'm sending all of my things that I'm doing to Josh in gift form. They're getting drastically more just
Obscure.
Why is this dragon breathing fire?
That means murder, okay?
That means attack.
That means attack. I would like to murder.
You're in a room by yourself. I know. I want to stab the wall.
Yeah.
I'll stab myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab myself. Like, I mean, like I'm gonna stab myself.
Yeah,
Oh
what if you
no, I
attack
was
yourself?
attacked.
You stumbled in and be like, "Oh, I saw."
Mm-hmm. I was attacked. Help.
There was no one in that room with you. I was attacked.
It was Franklin.
He's trying to kill me from beyond the grave.
Okie dokie.
We almost out of cards.
We're getting pretty thin on the deck here.
How will we accuse more people without cards?
I will take your discard piles and shuffle them on in. Right. Gilderoy. 2 action 2s.
Yes, an action for days. Gilderoy.
Wow, I can draw 2 cards twice with these.
Yes, really thin the pile out.
You're gonna need to
Give
put
me
more
4
clues in
cards.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably have to widen the number of clues later on. Esther, an action 1.
I don't think that.
And Terrance, an action 2. And Anna, an action 1. Action 1.
Add to my other actions.
Barnabas, a clue.
Oh, Barnabas is finding all the clues and not sharing.
We're gonna run this real quick. If you have, because this seems to be taking a little bit longer, we're gonna up that number right there to, if you have any cards 1 through, we'll call it 1 through 6, it is considered a clue.
I got a clue.
I got a new clue.
I got a clue.
I will give you, based off of this round, where it is. So,
Achieved cluedom.
I have a cheap clue. You're gonna have to message me what my
yeah. Okay. Who?
with the robot.
I'm going to start with Gilderoy. Do you have any clues?
I do not.
Okay. Esther, do you have any clues?
That just converted. I have no clue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do a conversion off of where we're at right now. Terrance, do you have any clues?
I did get a new one, yes.
Okay.
From the conversion.
Let's see, Terrance. Anna, do you have?
I have one new clue.
Okay. And Barnabas. You actually just got a straight up clue, right? Did you have any additionals with the conversion?
Oh no.
Okay. So, with clue reveal, who is joining discussion?
I will.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep. Okay.
Everybody is in. What is everybody doing? No particular order. We'll just open it up to discussion.
I'll abstain.
I would like to make. Would it? So do I just accuse? I would make an accusation then.
So that one is an accusation. You do not have to. You do not get any negatives with that
Okay.
particular one,
I'll make an accusation then.
and you get to choose. That is
Wait, I thought it was a negative to accuse.
If you
not with the card that he drew.
Oh, I gotcha.
And you get to choose, by the way.
I'll choose Esther.
Okay. He's making accusation, Esther.
I think I will defend.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna get first round from everybody. Are you using any actions, Esther?
I don't think I
Okay.
Should I announce what it is?
In a second, we're gonna get through first round actions.
I actually have a clue
It's a dildo.
that I would like to share. Unfortunately, it's also against Esther.
Oh.
Billy Club dildo.
Yep,
Barnabas?
I have a clue against Esther.
I'm gonna vouch for Esther.
All right. Against which one? Okay. So that's first round. Now I'm going to tell you guys what Terrance has found. So Terrance,
Who are you vouching against? Me?
no, against
No, but
Terrance.
Terrance. Okay.
Me.
So unfortunately, so Terrance places a bloody knife in front of everyone and says that this is probably the murder weapon, and he is accusing Esther of having used this weapon on Marilyn. So your vouch does not work in the instance of the murder weapon. And you have no negatives to your accusation. But you're still defending yourself against it.
Yeah.
Correct. You've got one up facing. Okay. That's the first round of actions.
I'm accusing Esther with my clue that I found.
And
Whatever
you're still
it is.
sticking with accusation. So you cannot vouch against that, but you can vouch against
Me.
Annabelle's. If you would like to change.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Gilderoy. You've seen this all go on. What are you doing?
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess Esther never did me any wrong, but I'm going to accuse Terrance.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Terrance, you can't defend against the accusation, so you automatically fail against the accusations. So, you will...
You have to pick a new one, or can you turn over the same one we already know?
I mean, it's up to him, but for story-wise, you can always give us another one.
I'll give the indentured servant.
Okay.
You already kind of told us that.
Yeah, a little bit on that. So
More lore.
yeah, more lore. So Gilderoy, you know that Marilyn has kept Terrance in her employ by maybe less than better means. So at this point, you know that he owes so much money to Marilyn. At this point in time, he's tried to leave a couple times. He cannot do it. She will send goons and lawyers to hunt him down, bring him back. He can't escape. He's got a good reason. So, that being said, let's handle the murder weapon. So we'll have you guys roll off. Esther -1 for your upturn.
Can you beat a 1?
Watch me roll a fucking 1.
Is it a 1?
Yeah.
You roll again.
Rollsies.
What is that?
I rolled a 4, so
Okay.
3.
Oh, you have a -1. Okay, I have a 4.
Okay. That was
Yeah,
so
I was like, God damn it!
Yeah.
But
Your
no,
story doesn't make sense, but I see what you're trying to share.
So with the murder weapon pointed against Esther, that is an automatic 2 turnovers. So Esther can be accused at this point. So why don't you give us 2, Esther?
What makes you think that the murder weapon is hers? Can you share that? Or are you just accusing with the murder weapon because you found it and you're like, this bitch?
Well, we can wait to hear a little more information
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Esther
I'll
first.
do always a step behind and mistaken identity.
Okay. So with always step behind, whenever Esther kind of managed to break into a role that may have allowed her to act with Marilyn, she would chat her up, make nice, but unfortunately there was this terrible trend. After Esther would kind of start to shine in her role with Marilyn, the show would suddenly be pulled from the air, and she would just be out of a job. She'd have to start that train all over again. So it's probably Marilyn who had the show canceled. And has kind of got that from conversation at the beginning.
Not blaming her for
For offing Marilyn.
And then what was the other one?
Mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity. So multiple times, Esther's been asked to do charity work or make appearances because someone thought she was Marilyn. And sometimes she'd be given items or even money for this. Unfortunately, that's against the law. So, there's a number of police reports and some paperwork from the court saying that she has been sued on a number of occasions by Party Incognito. Probably Marilyn.
How did people mistake you guys?
I will present these as reasons because, obviously, it seems a good reason that your services of alterations would have given quite a beneficial gain towards these charitable takings.
Well, I hate to do this to you, Esther, but I also found something.
You are being vouched for, so...
Oh, I thought. Oh, we had. Oh.
Yep,
So
we still have to do this
Yeah,
portion.
we still have to do this.
So, you will be rolling against Esther at a -3, but if you fail, whoops,
Oh, shit.
you can roll again and
Another
add...
No, it's 4. So that's a 1.
What did you roll?
Do I minus my 1?
Minus your 1.
6.
6. And you rolled...
A 4
A
minus
4.
3.
So, since Barnabas is
You can
vouching...
re-roll.
Oh, I can re-roll?
Yes, since Barnabas is vouching
Oh, I
for
rolled.
you,
8 minus 3 is 5, so I
Mm.
still lost.
So, let's see here. Yeah, and you would be minus
you have
a 1.
to flip a card
Actually,
face up.
Yep,
too,
Barnabas
because-
has to give us some evidence because you lost, but you would have to give us another piece of evidence as well. So, let's start with you, Barnabas.
Let's do the first one.
Which is?
Oh, it's lechery.
So, it's no secret that Barnabas likes younger actors and actresses. And he likes to get them into roles that'll expose them and get them a greater audience so they can soar high. What most people don't know is that flight to the stars comes with a price. There's a number of pictures of Barnabas getting very handsy and possibly groping or doing some lewd activities with some younger actors and actresses.
But all
in their
legal
employ.
age. Though.
What? All legal age, but still pretty young.
But still sexual.
It's still fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Touch
Could
things.
you?
I can touch things.
I can
Touch things.
Esther, you need to give us another one.
I'll do short fuse.
Short views. Esther's gotten really tired of always being asked questions only after Marilyn has kind of gone into a gala or a party, and she's the only one left on the red carpet, so to speak. She's even gone as far as striking paparazzi and leaving them so broken that they had to be hospitalized. Esther has paid quite a bit of hush money for this not to come to light, and these are bank statements on money that she has paid to hush this activity up.
Fuck, you should have hired me. I could have done that.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
Why hire people when you can do it yourself?
Ooh,
You don't have
5
to.
hands, say the face. Slap.
Okay, so what do we do now? Because Esther has a bunch of cards turned out, and I don't know everybody's fucking shitty as fuck.
If 3 players agree, well, actually, it's half rounded down, so only 2 players at this point have to
I'm
agree
accusing.
to accuse. Or no, it's still 3. It's still 3. Sorry, it's half rounded up, so it's still 3 players have to choose to accuse Esther at this point of the murder, or to be the
When
blame.
Franklin died, you were with somebody else in another room, weren't you?
Yeah, she was with me. So she couldn't have killed Franklin.
I don't think that you did it.
I did it.
I mean, you were both together. I mean, I don't know how necessarily I trust both of you, but well,
Or does the killer have extra powers that you're not aware of?
I don't know. I don't think you did it.
I officially ain't accusing her.
Okay.
Barnabas?
No.
So, no accusation can be made. Unless, Terrance, you're going to give us a little more discussion?
I mean, the person
Well-
who killed Franklin necessarily might not have been the killer we're looking for Marilyn. I mean, there could just be 2 killers, which makes people more nervous, but
It's quite possible, really, that the person who killed Marilyn is not the same one that killed Franklin.
I suppose that's true.
Just because you 2 were in the same room doesn't mean that she didn't do the initial deed?
Well, when Franklin died, I was in this room, I believe. My memory is failing me personally. So, robot in the ceiling, I mean, can vouch that I was here.
Hey man, don't bring me into this. No.
So I say that we are likely dealing with two.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Well, I think we're really close here. I think we should go look for a couple more clues and round this night off.
Alright. So, one more round.
Okay.
Well then, where is everyone going?
I thought we weren't supposed to tell.
And then, actions, please. So first off, we come to the clues. And, Gilderoy, you managed to pick yourself up 2 clues.
Ooh.
Esther. A clue. Terrance. Action 1. I have 2 clues here, but they will be the result of a roll-off. I need everybody to roll me a d12 and tell me what you rolled. I need you to add the amount of upturned cards that you have to the roll. So we'll go over here to
10.
10, and
Wait, we're adding? How many have turned out?
how many are turned up? Yep.
7.
7, and Gilderoy.
3.
3. And Terrance. 5. And Esther.
14.
I was like, I just gotta win, right?
Oh, yeah, 14. I rolled a 10.
Nice. So, with the rolls of these here, a clue for you.
Oh.
Since you won that roll.
I collect them.
Alright, so, the kill report. Nobody has died. Who is going to discussion?
I am.
Okay. So, who is doing what?
I have evidence against Annabelle.
Against Annabelle. Presenting evidence against Annabelle.
I would like to accuse Barnabas.
Accusing Barnabas. Gilderoy?
I would like to present a bloody ring against Terrance.
Okay. Terrance, you are being accused.
Damn, I really wanted to fucking, wait that shit out and see what's going on.
I mean, you can not defend and you can do something else, power move times. It's time to be bold.
Yeah,
You have a bunch of actions. I mean, look at all those actions.
What?
You have a bunch of actions.
yeah, but
Unfortunately, I don't
So-
think any of
Yeah,
his are helpful.
I don't think that any of this
Particular
work here.
instance.
Mm.
What are you doing?
I don't need to defend myself.
You just gonna abstain?
I'll abstain.
Okay, so that is an automatic failure, and you flip 2 cards over as Gilderoy presents this ring that has quite a bit of blood on it, and he says, "I'm pretty sure this this ring would match your big beefy palms." So why don't you give us a little lowdown on
I don't remember where.
Terrance? I mean, you can flip. We can call one of them what you had beforehand, and because that was the
Tension circle.
Break stuff.
break stuff. So. Terrance has unresolved anger issues. That coupled with a boss who makes your life hell and dumbasses who try to make your job that much harder, and you're bound to break. Marilyn may have said the wrong thing one time to Terrance, and he took his anger out on quite a few nearby pieces of property of hers. So there is a police report with an incident of attempted aggravated assault, as well as a bill for damaged goods, which has a note on the bottom that says that it will be coming out of his paycheck. And you see a pay stub. It is most of Terrance's paycheck, like 3/4 of his paycheck. Esther, what are you doing?
Barney,
Mm-hmm.
don't tell me that you did anything to her. She is gonna throw out some evidence.
Oh,
And then she's also gonna hex him. I think I can hex.
yes, you
Right.
can use one of your actions to hex him.
Yeah.
My ex girl.
Finally getting rid of some of those
Action cards.
action cards that you guys keep getting.
So
Like- Like intense, but.
why don't you go pee real quick, and then we'll do this part. Are you changing your action? I guess.
No, I'm still gonna.
Okay.
I got so many cards to use.
Are you changing your action?
How's that work if we're
Huh?
How's that work if we're going against each other?
So you guys will just roll off. Whoever wins.
No, because she's got evidence against me, and I'm accusing her. So would it just we both fail?
No, you're
Or-
both gonna roll off.
And
for
nothing
who
happened.
wins.
And nothing happened. Oh, just
No,
to win.
who
Okay.
wins?
I gotcha.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
But you can use special actions too, right?
you can use special actions as well. Yep.
Blackmailing you.
Oh.
my
Oh,
God!
shit.
What the hell?
All right. So we've got the
What
hex
is
on this side. So when Esther presents her evidence, she may have any rolls be at minus double the amount of face-up damning evidence cards that you have. So you have 1, so it's doubled, so it's -2.
Okay.
Can
Then
you just say that again? Because that doesn't make any motherfucking sense when you first read it. You've never played the game.
sure. So
I mean, it makes sense now.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
I first read it, I was like, minus double the amount of fate. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
yeah.
Now
So
it makes sense.
yeah, right now Barnabas has 1 face turned up card.
Might have
Damning
more.
evidence.
I was like, how
They
do you
roll off first, but she
what's the
accused him
order?
first.
Yeah.
So we will find out how things work here in just a second. I'm just kind of explaining what actions you guys are taking here.
I was
In
blackmailing.
your blackmailing,
Oh, well, I guess that's. Oh.
What?
Um,
That's a special action, so it doesn't
Yeah.
take up what your actual action is. So are you still presenting evidence against Annabelle?
No, because I have to change defended to use blackmail, it says.
Does it say that you have to
I
be
have to be
defending?
defending, yeah.
Okay, so you're defending against.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you're changing your action to defense, and you're blackmailing Esther. So, when you lose a roll while defending yourself, you may use this card against anyone but the accuser to transfer your loss to them, and they must turn a card face up. So, we're actually going to resolve your 2 first, since you called the action first.
Okay. What are we doing? Rolling?
Well, your he has changed his action to defend.
Oh, okay.
But he's defending against.
Okay.
Or are you
Wait.
defending against?
I don't know. I'm being so god.
You choose to defend against. You're being accused on either side, so you can choose who you're defending against.
I'm gonna defend against.
Okay, so since Annabelle has chosen the action here.
I'm accusing you, right?
Yep. So you're accusing.
Yeah.
He's not defending, so he automatically flips over 2, or flips over 1. Sorry.
Okay.
Which one are you giving us?
Abuse of power.
Okay. So Barnabas has threatened multiple actors and actresses that they would lose their job if they didn't quite live up to Barnabas' standards. He wisened up in later years, but there might be some shreds of evidence from his earlier days. So Marilyn actually has a couple of typed out conversations that you may have had with her about threatening to cut her off from the really popular shows that she was in if she didn't participate in certain illicit activities or lewd activities. So she's had some blackmail material on it, and you know about it. So we get to you
Is
two.
that my reason why I'm accusing, basically?
Huh? No. So you can, in a second, I'm gonna let you do it,
Okay.
but first we're gonna get to
I'm gonna let you finish.
this.
I'm gonna let you finish.
But
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna let you
finish.
finish. You have water.
I'm gonna let you finish, but so you're defending against against Esther, and Esther is hexing you. So this will be interesting. So you guys will roll off. You'll minus your.
So I'm minus 4 then.
What's that?
I'm
Yeah.
minus 4 then.
I'm also -4.
Oh.
Yep. So evens.
I rolled an 8, so it is a 4.
I rolled a 7.
So that's a 3. So you lose. Who are you transferring your loss to? To Annabelle. Annabelle, you must turn over one of your.
I got the perfect one! So I'm going to do... Botch Transfiguration.
Okay. So, after all of the teasing she made you endure, she still had the gall to come to you for her touch-ups to stay looking young and beautiful, Marilyn. You usually can suppress these bits of rage and stay professional, but on one such job, she just wouldn't shut up about this lecherous old man that she'd let do rage-inducing things to her just for a very popular role. You couldn't take it and ended up misshaping one of her eyes.
I fixed it.
No, you lost a lot of business
Well,
because
I'll fix the eye later.
you lost a lot of business and are pretty much in the poorhouse on the verge of bankruptcy because of this negative press.
However, I'm starting to realize that gross old man was probably you.
Oh.
Yeah, because she's got incriminating things that you made her do to get roles. Of course I'd be furious. She was my closest friend for a very long time. Despite the fact that she has treated me very poorly, you just can't help who you care about. Also, he tried to kill me? Just like in the billiard room? Like 10 minutes ago.
No.
Nah.
I I was gonna
Because,
save
like,
that knife.
Cause and then I show you where I'm bleeding.
You're not.
I'm not. Oh, it was the billiard room. Yeah, he tried to hit me with a ball. It tried to kill.
Damn, you keep beating people with fucking long objects, don't you?
You offered her drugs. You want this 8-ball, and she said yes, and you just chucked the 8-ball on her head.
And I am beautiful, I know, but I'm not your young type that you like. So I'm going to assume that you were killing me for trying to kill me for another purpose.
So Annabelle has come out, basically accusing Barnabas of attempting to murder her. But none of you were there and saw this.
No,
So.
you're just mad because I accused you.
You didn't, though. She accused you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, no, but actually, this other thing that this person did is way worse than what I do, which is not. It's really not. Because what you're doing is a little rapey.
I just have to touch them.
Damn.
With knives?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you tried to kill me. I would like to. I already did accuse. I was just formally accused.
Okay, so we got a formal accusation. Is anybody else?
But does the accused have to have 3 cards flipped
We
over?
just have to have somebody with 3 cards up. That's when the accusations can begin.
I
So,
see.
The
I
formal
want to.
accusation.
How does the hex play out, though?
Oh, that was the double.
She just had to roll more. She
Oh.
More
And she
negative.
transferred that
Double.
loss
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Annabelle and was like, no, actually,
Yeah. The hex just
Annabelle's
makes
the killer.
it had,
Has the reasons. So.
I'll second the accusation. Out of everyone here, I feel like everyone else has an alibi, but
You were missing for a while, Barney, and
I was in the billiard room, where I was just now,
where you tried to kill Annabelle.
where I was trying to sleep.
I,
That's the furthest room from where the killing's been.
You were the only one that wasn't accounted for. Well, when Franklin died. I mean, they were together. I was in here. Robot can vouch for that. I don't know where you were,
Leave me out of this, man.
but.
I already told you I was in the green room.
Yeah, the one who's throwing accusations everywhere.
I did it once. I'm not throwing the accusations now. However,
Do you
I
think we have 3
don't.
people?
I think I have any reason to disagree.
I think we have 4 people.
Is the formal accusation sent?
Yes.
Okay. Barnabas, you are being accused of murder. Are you the murderer?
Yeah.
So, we have found the murderer the first time in our
You've never done
murder
this.
mystery. So, unfortunately, Paige, you are the murderer and you got found out. So, yep. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know this has been a lot.
We won!
Yeah.
We won!
you
Thanks
did a
for,
thing.
thanks for tuning in.
To be-
Bye, guys.
Bye, thank you!
Bye, happy Halloween!